Live. How's everybody out there doing tonight? Big one tonight against the Red Wings. Again, Sabres winless in 6. They are going to need a little bit of help. And again, they're only like 4 points out of a playoff spot right now, so it's not time to panic. But man, they need a win. Detroit needs a win too, winless in 5. So both teams need wins. A ton of pressure on the Red Wings to get a win. Again, their coach is on the hot seat. Meanwhile, in Buffalo, it's quite the opposite. The GM is on the hot seat, if you could say that. Again, I don't really think we're gonna fire Kevin Adams. We might move him to a different position, but anyway, how's everybody out there doing tonight? Let me know if you're in chat. Truth, how's it going? Sawyer, how's it going? Again, Juan Soto goes to the Mets, so I am as happy as I can be right now about the Mets. And Sawyer, as far as your Yankees go, I think they're going to be just fine with Aaron Judge, but New York is run by the Mets now, and I cannot wait for those games in the Bronx against the Mets. I mean, that crowd's going to be electric, booing Soto. Hopefully Soto proves them wrong and shows why he came to the Mets, but we'll see. Big one tonight, Jordan Greenway back in the lineup. James Reimer will be in net for the Sabres, so a little bit of a B game tonight for the Sabres. They desperately need a win though, so they're gonna have to bring the fire. Hopefully Lindy Ruff, went on these guys pretty hard, and hopefully we see a different version of the team that we've seen so far this season, because the Sabres have been an absolute joke. Don will be joining us in the first intermission and then throughout the game. So again, you'll have me for the first period. Don will be joining us at the first intermission and throughout the rest of the game. That's just how we got to do it here, so nobody's laptop blows up. But give me your guys' predictions in the comment section here in the live chat. Just got done filming some Bills videos today, so a lot of Bills content this week. Again, big Bills game this Sunday against the Lions. Probably the last big game of the season for the Bills now that they're almost out of the sweepstakes for that number 1 seed. But Sawyer says Soto giant overpay again in a league where there's no salary cap. I got to pay the guys, and Steve Cohen has the money to do it. So as a Mets fan, I'm not worried about an overpay whatsoever. But as far as, if you compare that to other deals in the MLB, it was a massive overpay. But that's become the new standard after the Ohtani deal. So the Dodgers ruined the league, and now everyone has to buckle up and match them, or else you're not going to have a chance in the MLB. So that's just how it is. Doing the anthems right now, so we're about 2 minutes away from puck drop. Again, the Red Wings are struggling as of lately. The Sabres, after today, hopefully they can get 2 points. They go to play the Rangers. That is a must-win game too, a team that's currently in one of the wild card spots. And yep, there's Smooth Gaming saying big preview drop on Wednesday with a special guest. That is for sure. Sure to check out that one. Donald also already uploaded a Bills preview video. I believe it came out earlier today, so check that one out as well. Was it verified that only 9 players were on the field for the block punt? That's what they're saying. So yeah, again, a lot of people were questioning why nobody went to catch the ball. I mean, you got to look up at the clock, and if there's 1 second or less, you got to catch the ball and go for it, or else the game's over. So that makes a lot of sense. Again, we do have new emotes. If you want to become a member, we have more emotes now. We're able to add 1 more, so we do have the paper bag emote. You'll be seeing a lot more of this guy, I'm sure, throughout the rest of this game. Sawyer had a rant of his own on the Bills stuff. Yeah, again, I think every Bills fan was pretty ticked off at that one. Just get 1 stop. But starting goaltenders today, Ville Husso for the Detroit Red Wings. He's struggling this year. 339 goals against on average, 844 save percentage. James Reimer, backup for the Sabres tonight, starting 329 goals against, 890. He's 1-3. Ville Husso is 0-4-2. So both goaltenders struggling so far this year. Again, James Reimer's numbers with the Sabres have been much better than they were when he was on previous teams earlier in the year. As far as Husso goes, he just hasn't looked good with the Red Wings. So we'll see what happens here tonight. AI, how's it going? Since he's struggling, we will have 50 save shutout. Probably. Bandits are in the house. Shout out Nana Coke. He follows us on Threads and reposts our stuff all the time. So shout out to the Bandits in general. They're 1-0 again, already on their way to the 3-peat. We'll see if they can do that. But we are getting ready for puck drop here. Sabres skating left to right, as always, at home to start the game. Sabres starting off with that first line. Peterka, Thompson, and Tuck. And Thompson loses the faceoff, and Detroit will start up the ice with it. And behind the Sabres net now, Tage Thompson does a little quarter spin there, gets it up, and that was tipped outside of the zone. Again, both teams struggling so far in this one, so both teams desperate for points. Detroit trying to get a breakup, but they turn it over, and Tuck back the other way now. A little bit of space. He's going to look for a shot. Now he passes it back to Thompson. Thompson brings it to the net. Oh, out in front. Nobody there, though. And Detroit's going to be able to clear it all the way down the ice. Again, no Rasmus Dahlin tonight. Dahlin expected to be back this weekend, so he will miss that game against the Rangers. And there he is, Jordan Greenway back, and he's going to take the first shot of the game. That one will be gloved by Husso and held. So 19-13 to go in this one. We'll have our first offensive zone faceoff of the night. Going to get goalied, probably. That seems to be a recurring theme with the Sabres, huh? They always play these backup goalies in, the last 5 years, and they always seem to get goalied by them. So Ryan McLeod and the rest of that third line still out there. McLeod gets tossed, though, so Jason Zucker will have to go in to take the faceoff against Dylan Larkin, and of course Larkin wins that one. And Detroit will get it set up behind their own net. That one quickly turned over, though. Now it's in front. McLeod tried to get it over to Jordan Greenway, but he wasn't able to. And now he steals it behind the net, though. Good job by McLeod keeping up with it, and he gets stripped again. And now Detroit will finally get it out. And they have some speed. Again, Ryan Johnson slots into the lineup, his first NHL game of the year. He's out there now. Good save there by Reimer. Pops out to Jordan Greenway, and McLeod will get it to the red line, try to drop past it. That goes nowhere. Detroit dumps it in the Sabres' end, and Bowen Byram will now settle it and shoot it outside the zone. Sabres are going to be able to get a change now. Peyton Krebs and that third line, I guess second to third line, I don't know what we're going to consider it here, but we'll see what they call it here. Dylan Cousins now with some speed, gets it up to Benson. Benson takes a shot, scores! Zach Benson snipes one. Billy Husso had no idea where the puck was. That was about as routine as a save gets, but he missed it, and Zach Benson puts the Sabres up 1-0 early on. There we go. Fourth goal of the year, and good job by Dylan Cousins to get this one up the ice and find Benson, and Benson was just able to snipe it there. Let's take another look. Yeah, just beat him. That's a tough goal to let in if you're Detroit. Just beat him, top corner, glove side. I mean, that's... Oh, it did get deflected. Okay, it got deflected by the defender. I believe that was Chariot, and... yeah, it just kind of tipped up there, but still, you got to have that if you're Detroit. Sabres win the draw from center ice, and Connor Clifton now slides it up across to Benson. Benson gets it down low. Now Detroit has the puck behind the net. Benson tries to keep it in, though, and he does. Now Detroit able to settle, and they'll bring it up to center ice. Jacob Bryson, nice fight behind the net, gets it to Clifton. Clifton backhands, tries to get it to Benson. Now Benson struggles with it, turns it over, and ooh, close chance there for Detroit in front of the net, but no one was there to get the rebound. And now it's turned over again right in front of the net, but Clifton able to get a stick on it to knock it out to Cousins, and Cousins will try to get it to the red line to hit it out. And now he runs into his own player, and Benson backhands it all the way, up and out of play. So trying to dump it out to get a change. He hit it out of play, so we'll probably have a face-off on the other side of the blue line. 17:30 to go at the stoppage. Neil says if Buffalo loses tonight and Montreal wins, the Sabres are tied for last place with the Habs for the Eastern Conference. They are, but if they win tonight, they're kind of right back in the playoff mix. That's how mediocre this Eastern Conference and Atlantic Division has been. So, again, it's way too early to give up on this team, but you are more than okay, freaking out with this team and, saying fire the GM. It's completely understandable. In a year where this was supposed to be it, they underachieved so far and haven't been able to do it. But again, still time. So Sabres won the faceoff there, but it goes right back out of play. So they'll have another faceoff. Assists from the Zach Benson goal go to Dylan Cousins and Peyton Krebs. So good for Cousins, getting more points. Krebs has been a workhorse all year, so good to see him get a point. And then, of course, Zach Benson, who was potentially going to be a scratch tonight, slots into the lineup and gets that goal. So Sabres' fourth line still out there. Tyson Kozak centering that line. And oh boy, has he been a great sight to see. Again, didn't expect much from Tyson Kozak, but real ones know he's a goal per game player. Sabres win the draw again. Yoki Haru slaps it all the way down in behind the net. And a good job by the Sabres fourth line to turn it over there. Abe Kubel circles it behind the net. He pops it out to Kozak. Kozak. Good job by the Sabres defender there to keep it in. And now Abe Kubel gets tripped up. No call there. And Detroit really struggling to get it outside the zone. They still can't get it. That one goes off back Malenstein, and now Abe Kubel is able to get it behind the net. He tries to get it in front. Oh, boy, big hit there from Malenstein. The net pops off, and we'll have a whistle. Malenstein crushed Hall right into the net, and it popped right off the peg there. So 16:52 to go at the stoppage. Whew. Again, good job by Malenstein there, crashing the net. Knew exactly where Abe Kubel was going with that puck. Just wasn't able to reach him. Good defense there. But he followed through with it and was able to get the stoppage, knocking the net off. Again, Sabres got to get shots on net. Husso has been very bad all season long. Another one of those games. Sabres win the draw. Greenway dumps it all the way in the Red Wing zone. They're able to regroup, and they shoot it all the way down. That's going to be an icing. So Sabres will have another offensive zone faceoff coming up here. Ryan Johnson touched up on that one. But yeah, back to Malenstein. And honestly, the rest of that fourth line has looked really good the last two games with Tyson Kozak centering them. Aside from, or I should say, opposed from that line with Sam Lafferty in there, which they really didn't look that great. So McLeod ties up the faceoff with Larkin, and now he gets the puck, and it goes to the point. Bowen Byram gets a shot. That one's tipped. Oh, right behind the net. Now McLeod has it behind the net. He's fighting for it. Gets pushed off the puck by a Detroit defenseman. Now it goes into the corner, and the Detroit will be able to settle it behind their own net. Sider back to Edmondson. Edmondson now for Detroit, taking it up. Slides it off. That might have been offside. They say no, but anyway, they lose the puck, and now Ryan Johnson's able to flip it around the boards, and the Sabres will be able to get it out. Nice job there by McLeod. It lingers by the blue line. They say it was back in, so they're not going to call it offsides, and Dylan Larkin's all over Ryan Johnson in the Sabres corner. And now they got a little 2-on-1 going on. Pulls it to the front of the net. They score. It's just too easy. Alex DeBrincat brings it right in front of James Reimer, and that was just terrible defense from the Sabres, and James Reimer had no chance on that one. Man, that is terrible defense, and we are tied 1-1. Again, Bowen Byram caught in front of the net after Ryan Johnson. Yeah, that's just terrible. Byram took the guy on the pass, and then Ryan Johnson was just unable to get a piece of DeBrincat, and he just walked right in front of the net. And James Reimer, I mean, that's a tough save to make. You got a guy right on you there. I mean, you would have liked to see a little bit more of an effort there on a poke check, but can't blame Reimer on that one. So that's one of the goals that we've seen so often this season with the Sabres, where nobody's on a guy right in front of the net. That cannot happen. So Sabres win the draw here. It goes all the way back to James Reimer. Reimer dishes it around to Connor Clifton, who gets it outside the zone, but that's going to be an icing. So Sabres cannot let this goal affect them. They got to stick to their game, get shots on the net. Again, if you put enough shots on the net, you're going to win this one. But again, Sabres coach is kind of questioning here, and you got to wonder if the coach's messages are getting through to the players, because right now it really doesn't look like it at all. And if it is, this is not how you want to be playing hockey. Again, just super weak defense and not a whole lot of offense to go with it. Sabres win the draw. They've looked good on faceoff so far, but that one pops right to a Detroit point. That's a shot. Good blocker save there from James Reimer. It pops all the way out to the blue line, so Tuck's able to get it and skate it out and into the Detroit zone. Good pass there. Tage Thompson has to cycle back. See, lost it a little bit there along the boards. Paterka, nice little rotation from the Sabres, and he passed it to Clifton. Clifton couldn't handle that one, and Detroit's going to be able to get it out, and they'll have a mini 3-on-2 and now a 2-on-1 of their own. Sider tries to find someone. He does. There's a shot right towards the net. They score. Kopp gets that one, just sitting on it. Sider threw it into the crease, and it was just sitting there. Reimer had no idea where it was, and Kopp makes it 2-1 Detroit. So back-to-back goals for Detroit here early on, and we have 3 goals in the first 5 minutes. Again, Jacob Bryson, just bad defense. Nobody stepping up. That's just terrible defense from Bryson and Clifton. Again, complete defensive breakdown. You got to put the body on. They're just trying to use their sticks. That's not going to work. Man, that is terrible defense from the Sabres on both of those goals. So that's Andrew Kopp's 6th goal of the season. All right, Sabres win the draw again. Still looking good on faceoffs, but defense is killing them so far in this one. That one's going to be an icing, though, and Detroit will have another offensive zone faceoff. 2 goals on 4 shots. That is not good enough, and you can't really blame Reimer on either one. Again, Sabres have scored on their only shot, so shoot the puck. Again, I don't know what they're doing. They're cycling the puck, and they just don't shoot the puck. So anyway, Sabres win the draw, and they are able to clear it. That one gets by a defender. Peyton Krebs almost able to get it, but now it pops out to Benson, and Benson gives it away, trying to hit Cousins. Cousins, nice check along the boards. He wins it back to Power. Power now gets it back out to mid-ice to Cousins. Cousins pops up. And good pass there to Benson. Benson, good back check, though. Gets it to Yoki Haru. That one's loose in front. Good shot there. It's batted down, and good job by Benson to fight for it. And Yoki Haru can't keep it in at the line, so it pops back out to Power in the defensive zone. He'll get it up to Krebs, who tips it up. They're going to say he didn't touch it, and it's going to be an icing. Yikes. Tough no touch for Peyton Krebs, and now that Sabres line's going to have to stay out there. They've been out there a while on another icing. Yep, no shutout, that's for sure. Sawyer's sick. He's been looking forward to this game. Yikes. Glad Greenway is back. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Ryan Johnson may stink. There's a chance. Never a dull game against Detroit. Time to bring out the paper bag. Not yet. How's it going, Jason? Yeah, again, no Dahlin is tough. Reimer just made a save, and Cousins was getting into it. Behind the net, I think, was Sider, but nothing came out of that one. So, yeah, lack of physicality yet again for the Sabres, and they find themselves down 2-1. Another defensive zone faceoff. This time able to change and get that 4th line out there. Oh, yeah, Jason. Yep, I'll always let you guys know in Discord when we're streaming. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you for joining that and being active in there. That's true. Detroit probably has some palm trees, so that's probably why they're winning this game. Anyway, Detroit ragging the puck now in the offensive zone. They're going to be able to cycle it around a little bit. There's Malenstein with a nice hit at the blue line, but Detroit maintains possession of the puck, cycling it around. Gustafsson now. Oh, nice little give and go into the slot. Sabres have no match. They're just collapsing the defensive zone. Nice pad save from Reimer there. Another one. Reimer almost popped the net out, and that one is capped in by Detroit. Right at the line. Good hit there by Malenstein again to knock over a Detroit player. 2 big hits there, and that's what you got to do if you're Malenstein. That's why you're on this team. Bring the physicality. Malenstein lost his stick, though, and Detroit is just they keep cycling the puck here. The Sabres are gonna give up a goal if this continues for much longer. Basically a power play right now as Malenstein is stickless. Detroit, good breakup by Kozak there. Malenstein's the only player that gives consistent effort. Yeah, I mean, you might be right on that one. Patrick Kane cycles it in, and that one is tipped up and finally gets out of the zone. They actually blew it dead here. I'm going to say it went out of play. So we will have a stoppage here, and we'll go to commercial. But Detroit up 2-1 after a positive start for the Sabres. What would I give the Juan Soto contract out of 10? If it was my money, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. But again, it's Steve Cohen's a billionaire. It doesn't matter how much he spends on guys. So 10 out of 10. You had to do that if you're the Mets. If you missed out on Soto, you're not making the World Series. You're not doing good in the playoffs. That was an essential move. Yeah, I agree with Smooth Gaming there. Well said. Why can't the rest of the team follow suit? I don't know. You just have a lot of naturally soft players, and you bring in Lindy Ruff to try to change that, but I don't know if it's going to do that. Well, we'll have to see how it goes later on in the year, how it develops. It's still early on. The Sabres are not out of the playoff, contention at all. But, man, if you lose a couple more here, you're digging yourself into a hole that's going to be tough to get out of. Victor says, this team literally needs a hard-ass person to tell them bluntly who they are and what to do. This is why I wish Rob Ray would be more involved with the organization other than a broadcaster. Yeah, I mean, I think Rob Ray's pretty much checked out. I've talked to him a little bit in messages and stuff like that, and he's just happy being there. I think, he's just been so disgusted with the team the last couple of years. I don't know. I think he's to the point where he just finds it comical. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Mets have more money right now than the Yankees, and if they can sign a couple more guys, they're the more attractive team to go to. Again, Soto picked the Yankees because he said the Mets were had the brighter future. Yeah, we are playing like we're out of the playoff contention, though, and that's the issue. Every game, if you want to be in the NHL, you got to be hard physical every single game. I mean, and again, the effort's been there, but it's not the right kind of effort, right? They're hustling, but they're not putting the body on. They're not sacrificing their body for the game. And if you're not going to do that, I mean, we shouldn't be paying you. Anyway, Sabres win the draw. Power back in his defensive zone here. Stretch pass there, missed Jason Zucker, and that one's going to be an icing coming back. Ralph Kruger. Yeah, Ralph Kruger would be a perfect addition back to this team, right? Yeah. Again, Ralph Kruger, probably the worst hockey coach of all time. I know a lot of people who would say their Little League coach was probably the worst, but there's a shot right in front of the Sabres. Not bounces around there, but McLeod's able to dig it out and into safety. Now Owen Power gets it over to Yoki Haru, who's coming up to the blue line. He's going to take it in. Nice backhand pass there, and Zucker misses on a shot, so Yoki Haru is going to have to tip it back to Dylan Larkin, who flips it all the way out. Now we got a 2-on-1 back the other way for Detroit. Cross crease. Whoa, big blocker save from James Reimer. And now a penalty coming up to the Sabres. What are you doing behind the net? DeBrincat down behind the Sabres net. He's going to pop up looking for blood. I don't think there's got to be. So 2 minutes here. 2-minute penalty coming to Henry Yoki Haru. So Yoki Haru pinches, doesn't get back on defense, and commits a penalty. Just terrible, terrible season for him so far. Great save by Reimer. I don't know if it was going in regardless. And then just behind the net, Yoki Haru. What are we doing here? Let's see. Yoki Haru just came up and got him with his stick. I mean, you can't have your stick up like that. I'd rather have Freddie Kruger than Ralph, yeah. So Detroit, overall 2 for 6 on the power play against Buffalo this season. We'll see what happens here. Dylan Larkin wins the faceoff. Again, Sabres got to kill this off. If they go down by 2, it's going to be tough sledding. Good job by the Sabres to get that one behind the net, and they'll send it all the way down to Huso. Detroit's 6th ranked power play in the league. Sabres, though, 13th ranked penalty kill. Good job by Tuck at the line to stop him up. And now Connor Clifton's going to be able to do a stretch pass. Almost got Tuck. There's going to be a banker. Oh, and Huso had to knock that one away from Tuck. Tuck almost had a chance, but Clifton couldn't hit the pass there. Again, Jordan Greenway back, so he'll see his fair share of penalty kill minutes. Connor Clifton gets that one. That one's not out, but now we got a 2-on-1 back the other way. Ryan McLeod and Alex Tuck. Tuck to McLeod. Takes a shot, and big save there. Just a terrible decision there. I mean, this team has zero awareness. It's got to be bang, bang. You can't just be that slow and then just shoot it into the pads, man. really dumb 2-on-1 there, but they were tired. So far, a really good penalty kill, some offense there. Malenstein and Greenway, the forwards out there on this group. Detroit gets some zone pressure now. Tarasenko back to Gustafsson. That one misses the net. Pops right in front of James Reimer. Now it's played out wide back to the point. Gustafsson into the slot. That one goes on net, but bounces to the point again. Again, just good rotation from this Detroit power play. You can tell the difference between this one and the Sabres. Tarasenko down low. Good stick from Owen Power, but it still is going to go right back to Tarasenko now at the point. Gustafsson, this is a really good rotation from Detroit. Point shot pops. Oh, it hit the net behind the net. And now Jacob Bryson's able to get it and slap it all the way down. So 10 seconds there, you can pretty much chalk it up as a penalty kill. Good job from that unit to not panic there. They were blocking some passes and got a nice 2-on-1 opportunity that the Sabres could not finish on. Seems like the story of the year. Detroit brings it back into the Sabres zone, but Connor Clifton's able to get it out, and the Sabres will be able to get a new group of troops out there. No icing back the other way. So Clifton gets it up to Peterka, and now Thompson has a little bit of space. Good outlet pass there. The Zucker to Thompson scores! Oh, yeah, there you go. Tage Thompson ties the game at 2. A beautiful play from Jason Zucker. Take another look at this one. Good job from Thompson getting that one, finding a wide open Jason Zucker, and Zucker just uses that speed to get around, brings it in front of the net, and Tage Thompson a nice little tap in. And there you go. That's what you got to do. Again, penalty kills lead to momentum. That's why the Sabres power play being so bad has killed them, because every time a team kills off their penalty, they get all the momentum. So a nice taste of their own medicine there. And it shows you what a bad power play can do. So 15th goal of the season for Tage Thompson, the only player that's living up to expectations for the Sabres this year. And Sabres win the opening draw, or center ice draw, I guess. And Yoki Haru is going to play it over to Cousins, who dumps it all the way in the Detroit zone. Nice little hit from Krebs, but here comes Larkin with speed. His shot gets deflected into the corner, so nothing James Reimer has to worry about. But now Krebs gives it right back. Right in front of Reimer, backhand shot. That one misses. So again, Detroit's got that first line out there, and they're generating some pressure against the Sabres' third line. Yoki Haru gets it out. It's dumped back in, delayed offside, so both teams will get a change in. Need Tage to score 3 more to keep it close, yeah. I don't think Tage is going to get traded. I just don't see that happening, especially under probably the only contract that you could consider a good deal that Adams has done so far. Rasmussen now with the puck in the Sabres zone. Ryan Johnson has no idea where the puck is behind the net, and Detroit's going to be able to cycle it around. So Ryan Johnson not looking great so far. Maybe a little nervous, but again, he's an experienced NHL player, right? He's played some NHL games. But his first one of the season here. Nice job there by Byram, and he gets it out to Kozak. Kozak looks for a passing lane. He can't find one. He gets it out, and he dumps it all the way in so the Sabres can get a change. But Malenstein, big hit along the boards there. Good fire from Malenstein so far this game. And now the Sabres intercept, but Malenstein was still offsides after that hit. So Jason Zucker and McLeod have to slowly bring it in. And by the time they did, and the outlet pass by Detroit goes off a broken stick, and Greenway brings it right back in. There's a shot. That one misses. Might have deflected off Huso, but back to the point for Clifton. Clifton uses some speed. Backhand almost got tipped in front. And Jason Zucker now looking for a lane. He has the puck, spins it back towards Huso. Uses his feet to keep the puck there, but now eventually gives it up, and he's got to get it right back behind the net, and he'll pass it out to McLeod. McLeod's got to be quick with that when he gets bounced off, and Detroit will be able to clear. So good little shift there for the Sabres. Detroit's just got to skate it up and flip it into the Sabres zone. Both teams will change yet again. Jason Zucker, the only assist on the Tage Thompson goal. Nice outlet pass there. What a move by Tuck. Tuck, you got to shoot it there. Oh, goes glove side, but glove down. Nice little through the legs juke there from Tuck, and it's right back in the zone. Tage Thompson tries to keep it. Another one through the legs. And now Peterka has it. Oh, passed it right into the crease there, but no one was there. So back-to-back really nice moves. One from Thompson, one from Tuck. And the Sabres now power behind his own net, had to catch a dangerous pass from Peterka, but he's able to clear it. Now the Sabres got to be looking for a change, and they will. Detroit's going to bring the puck quickly into the neutral zone, but the Sabres are already changed up, so they will get the puck right back on a delayed offside. So the Sabres are able to bring it up into the zone, but they'll quickly turn it over, and Detroit will now settle it behind their own net. Cousins misses a big hit behind the net, and now he's got to catch up on the back check. Reimer holds it for Ryan Johnson. Johnson turns it over. Now Raymond gets it, but Johnson is able to get it right back, and now Benson can't handle that, and then it's just flopping up and down here. Nobody can seem to get the puck. Byram now, nice backhand pass to Krebs, who will finally get it outside the zone, and Cousins will slap it across the ice. That one gets deflected up and into the Detroit bench. So with 5:55 to go, we'll take another TV timeout. Tage Thompson ties the game. What's going on, DNA? Sabres Buzz was talking about trading Tage for Larkin. I just, it's not going to happen, right? I just, him and Dahlin are the only two players I think that are off the table right now. I mean, does anyone in the chat, would anyone in the chat feel comfortable trading Tage Thompson? I mean, I couldn't even say it. That's how uneasy that would make me feel. I mean, he's one of the only reasons to watch the games as of right now. And you could have said that about the last couple seasons. Dan says no. Yeah, again, I'd have to agree with you there. Smooth Gaming says no. Sawyer feels comfortable trading Quinn or Cousins, but not Thompson. I'm right there with you, right? Again, if you're going to trade Cousins or Quinn, you better be getting something good in return, but I'd be okay with that at this point in the season, because, again, this is a win-now season. Dan says trade Quinn. Again, the issue is Quinn's trade value is so low right now. I don't know if there's a point to do it. Again, Quinn can be a good player in this league. I just don't think the coaching staff that we have right now is really suited for his style of game. So, again, if you're not going to be able to use him to his fullest, you got to trade him. But if you wanted to do that, you should have traded him in the offseason, because now you're looking at a guy who's probably worth a 4th, 5th round pick. Victor says no. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're all on the same page here. That would just be dumb. Again, you'd be surprised that there's a lot of people out there with different opinions. Truth says trade Johnson, Jokiharju, Jacob for any defensive player. Definitely need another defenseman, and you definitely need another goal scorer, and soon, or else this season's going to be down the drain. But Sabres win the draw. Have been very good on faceoff so far in this one. Again, very fun game so far. 4 goals on not a whole lot of shots. So Sabres top line out there again. Detroit's going to flip it all the way into the Sabres end, but nobody can find it. So Owen Power will flag that one down. Nice cross-ice pass there to JJ Peterka. Peterka gets it up to Quinn. And now Sider behind the Detroit net. Edmondson gets it the rest of the way down to the Sabres end. Jokiharju digs it free there, and he's going to backhand it up to Tuck. Wasn't able to play that one, but it won't be an icing all the way in the Detroit end, so the Sabres will be able to get a fresh group of troops out there. And Chicago's up 1-0 on the Rangers. Keep that in mind as we are still in a wild card race. The Rangers are currently in that last spot. McLeod brings it in with speed. Nice little move there. He's trying to get a stick on it. Can't, and a delayed penalty. Still haven't touched up, though. And now Jordan Greenway hustling for it. McLeod gets it back to the point. So Sabres will have a little bit of zone time here with the delayed penalty. Nice drop pass there into the slot. Zucker elects to take it back. Probably a smart decision. And now he gets a shot on net. They score! Jason Zucker shoots on, and I don't know if it tipped Greenway's stick or not. Let's see who goes to the handshake line first. It's going to be Zucker, and the Sabres take a lead, 3-2. There you go. A great job for the Sabres, staying patient on that delayed penalty. Good job from McLeod to draw it. And yeah, that one just went right through. No one got a piece of it. And Jason Zucker picks up a well-deserved goal. Again, he's been very consistent this year. Just right through Greenway's legs. And again, it's great to have Greenway back as a screen. Big body there. And Husso, unable to see it, slips right through his glove and his pad. And the Sabres go up 3-2. Brandon Montour. Yeah, again, I like Brandon Montour. A little inconsistent here, but if you could get him a good defensive partner, maybe pair him with Power, it could work. Rasmus Anderson, yep. It's funny, a lot of these names that people bring up too are the same guys we've been saying we should get for like 4 or 5 years. Now we have a whistle, and looks like we're going to have offsetting penalties here. Abe Kubel and DeBrincat both going for roughness or something. I don't know. They were kind of getting into it along the board. So we'll see if we're 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 when we return from commercial break. But there we go. Nice little shift for the Sabres. And all of a sudden, 2 straight goals for the Sabres. They find themselves back up by 1. Yeah, again, I think we missed Greenway so much more than we thought we were gonna when he was injured. Again, he was looking good. The best he's looked as a Sabre this year before that injury, but even so, I don't think anyone expected the physicality rate and defense to go down that much when he was gone. So a huge gap filled for the Sabres now. Unfortunately, Juraj Kulik's out of the lineup now, which I don't think is the right decision, but it's just kind of the lines you have now. Again, you'd either have to take out Cousins or Krebs to replace Kulik, because you're not going to put him on a 4th line. That's just a waste, right? And I think the current 4th line is meshing pretty well. So we'll see what Lindy Ruff and the rest of that staff decides to do. Again, Juraj Kulik had a couple of rough games. Again, just the confidence just isn't there yet. Again, he's got all the skill set, but he has to be a little more selfish with the puck and shoot it, especially in overtime like we've seen. But Sabres have always been able to do. Yeah, again, and the Sabres team, again, we've seen what they can do offensively the last couple of seasons. They're not consistent, and they have to get consistent. They have to get a little more gritty, and they have to really want it, right? We see this team, they put an effort, but it's never for the whole game, right? They put an effort at the end, and they just finish short. Like, this is a league where, again, they don't have a lot of veterans. I get it, but you absolutely have to put your body on the line at all times if you want to get wins, especially if you're not a very talented team and you're right on that wild card cusp. Again, if you're a top 3 team in the league, then maybe you could take some nights off, but this team cannot afford to take any more nights off. So Abe Kubel in the box now. So two minor penalties for roughing there, DeBrincat and Abe Kubel. So we will be 4-on-4. Yeah, no, the defense just has been bad. I don't really know. You have 2 number 1 overall picks back there, and it's still just as bad. Again, Dahlin will be welcomed with open arms when he returns this weekend, but he's going to miss another game after today, after they put him on IR to get back Jordan Greenway. So Yoki Haru has it in his own end. He gets it up to Tuck. Sabres bring it to center with a little bit of speed. Power now into the zone to Greenway. Greenway gets a shot. That one doesn't reach Husso, and it bounces into the other corner. And Power got to be careful. He's joining the forecheck. He gets cross-checked to the ground. No call there, and Jordan Greenway flattens him. A good hit there as he goes to the bench. So a little bit of retaliation for that cross-check on Power. Yoki Haru now brings it slowly to the blue line. And again, you can't do that if you're Yoki Haru. Tuck wasn't ready for it in a breakaway for the Red Wings. No good. Missed it there wide. Again, the day cannot come soon enough when Henry Yoki Haru is no longer a Sabre. Man, oh man, this guy, 0 awareness. I don't know what he's doing there. Anyway, Edmondson again, open lane to the net, gets a shot on. Good save by Reimer. And Tage Thompson trying to get to it with his speed, but he doesn't. Now Detroit's going to start cycling it. Nice move there in front. Yoki Haru dives and wasn't able to get it. Thankfully, Detroit player lost their stick there, and it hits the stick behind the net, and Bowen Byram's able to get it outside the zone. So fortunate event for the Sabres there, and Thompson will bring it to center ice. See, he doesn't really have many people with him, and he will cycle it back and now pass it over to Bowen Byram. Stays on side there, gets to Ryan Johnson. Johnson gets a shot on net. That one goes wide and into the corner, all the way out to Thompson at the point. Thompson will hold it in. 20 seconds left on this 4-on-4. Thompson, he'll slide it in the corner, no one there, and Detroit will regroup. Soiche, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for being the 2,500th subscriber, 2,500. That is a crazy milestone. We are growing so fast right now these last couple of weeks. So thank you guys so much for the continued support. If you are new here, please leave a like and subscribe. Helps us out a ton. We were at 2,500 earlier today, and it kept fluctuating, but thank you guys so much. Again, it means the world. So fun to do. So back to 5-on-5 here. Sabres have the puck in the Detroit zone. McLeod racing for it behind the net, but Detroit's going to get there first. And Gustafsson will clear it all the way out to Clifton, who will cycle it behind his own net. He's going to slap it out. No icing, though, as the Detroit player got their stick on it. And now Gustafsson behind his own net will slap it up to Rasmussen. Rasmussen, nice drop pass there. It's going to be a shot on net, deflected by Byram's stick and into the glove of Reimer. So good save there, Kopp. And oh boy, here we go. A little bit of a scrum here. Greenway getting into it, but nothing's going to transpire out of that one. 1:17 to go in the first. Jason says he tries to tell everyone about our streams. Thank you so much for that. Again, if you guys have friends that would like these streams, please let them know about that as well. So great point there, and thank you for doing that. It means the world. Greenway is having a notable impact. 15 hits for the Sabres, only 2 for Detroit. That's how you got to play if you want to win hockey games. So again, after some defensive breakdowns, the physicality got its way back up. And again, you're playing a weak goaltender. They're getting shots on net that are just sneaking through. Sabres bring the puck up with speed. Benson couldn't get it to anyone, though. Now it's behind the net to Cousins. Cousins flips it to the other side. Benson, good hustle there to get over to the other corner. That was a great play. Plays it back to Krebs. Krebs looking for someone that's open. He's just got to get it on net. Glove saved by Husso. 57.6 to go now. And Jason has become a member. There you go. Jason says, just realized I wasn't subscribed either. There you go. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Now, Jason, you could use those emotes in the chat. And we do have some members-only content as well that you should be able to check out. Again, we're going to try to get better with that as we get more members. So Detroit wins the faceoff there. They cycle it around, and they will get it up to center ice and dump it all the way in the Sabres' end. Bowen Byram now, nice defensive play there to get the puck. And now Sabres 3-on-2 back the other way. Tries to get to Cousins. Oh, that one hops over Cousins' stick, and now Detroit will head back the other way with 40 seconds to go in the period. Again, if the Sabres could escape this one up 1, that would be very good. Cousins now in his own end, panics a little bit. He cycles. Oh, almost lost the puck, but now he's gonna do a double spin, gets it to Krebs, and now the Sabres will be able to change if Krebs dumps that one back, which he will do. There you go, Jason. The emotes are all yours. If you guys want to become a member, you get those emotes. Sabres dump the puck in the Detroit end. No icing because Thompson got a stick on it, but Detroit's able to get it, and they will play it all the way in the Sabres end, and that'll be an icing with 9.4 seconds to go. So Sabres top line out there, 9.4 seconds to go. If they win the faceoff here, they could definitely get one more quality look before the period ends. Faceoffs won, 13 for Buffalo, 9 for Detroit. So Peterka's got to exit here as McLeod skates on to take the faceoff, which makes complete sense there. McLeod wins the faceoff, tries to get to Thompson, but it's taken over. And now Detroit might get a chance. So 3 seconds ago, they get a shot. That was deflected up and out of play with 1.8 to go. So now Detroit will have an offensive zone faceoff with not a lot of time to go. Good job by Bowen Byram to get a stick on that one. you are a diehard fan and can't watch the games, I found the next best thing, this channel. Thank you so much. Again, it's a struggle watching these games, but again, you really got to be loyal to the crest to watch these. 1.8 to go here again. 14 faceoffs, 1 for Buffalo now, 9 for Detroit. And faceoff won by Detroit. Shot. That one's blockered away. And there it is. So Sabres take a 3-2 lead going into the intermission. A very good offensive period for the Sabres. Not so much defensive lead, but we will certainly take a lead going into the intermission. So if you guys are ready, Don will be getting in here pretty shortly. So you guys will still be able to hear me, but we are going to put a screen over that says we'll be right back as Donald enters here. Sawyer says, I wish I had the highest membership tier so I could play video games with Don and Cal. Yeah, again, Sawyer, you've been here so long. If you ever want to do that, just let us know. Again, we're not going to make you pay that. That was just kind of for jokes. Jason says it's a struggle, yes, but as a loyal Sabres fan for 46 years, yeah, it's certainly a struggle, and I apologize that you've had to watch Sabres hockey for that long. But hey, I mean, when I was very young, they were very good, but consciously, I can't even remember a playoff game, so it's been that long. So yeah, I'll put the paper bag on my head, and we will go to break here. And when we return, when you see us again, Donald will be here. So. So there we go. Again, Donald's getting in here right now, guys, so you guys can still hear me, but we do not have the video on. Again, I'll start the intermission report real quick. Just a rough middle part there, but other than that, I think the Sabres played good, had some nice hits, again, leading the hits by a ton. Good shots on net. Again, when you're playing a guy like Husso, you have to get the shots, and especially the higher shots seem to go in for him. You could definitely beat him glove hand, and we saw Zach Benson do that. He knew exactly where to shoot it and abuse his weaknesses on that first shot. Hey, Donald is here. The viewers can hear you now. They can't see you though, just yet.
So it's a good idea. I was thinking about. So am I good?
I think we can hear you now.
Okay, I was about to say some horrific things, but
oh no, yeah, okay, we can hear you. Real Deal Prime, how's it going?
Hi guys, I missed you, my lovelies. It's been a long time. Cal. I was cooking up a few videos over the weekend. Unfortunately, one of them is already outdated because of yesterday's football game. I'm so sad, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? It's okay, though. The Bills are okay. We're going to beat Detroit this week.
Oh, they're saying they cannot hear Don, so maybe Jaden doesn't have his mic on yet. But as Donald said, now they can see you, just so you know, but we just got to get your mic to work. He said he was cooking up some Bills videos. Again, one came out today, so after this stream, go ahead and watch that. We got tons of Bills content coming out this week, and he also uploaded or recorded a video. Do you want me to reveal what the title of it was? I think a lot of people are going to disagree. No, okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, it was why Sean McDermott should win Coach of the Year, pretty much the premises of that, and why he's the number one coach. And let's just say after this week's events, that video is going into the vault.
I will say I'm still considering, putting it out in a few weeks because you know what? If the Bills beat the Lions this weekend, that video is going to be so relevant again. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm not going to lie to you folks. I didn't watch a single minute of yesterday's game. Totally missed it. Was busy doing whatever. And yeah, I mean, if the Bills beat Detroit, I'm going to see how the fan discourse is online. I could release it as a members only video until I feel safe enough where I won't get lambasted in Bills Mafia. All right. Because I don't know if they can hear me or not, but
they can hear you now. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't really give a crap anymore, folks. It's whatever. Bills.
Yeah. Again, we're in the playoffs, right? As a Bills fan, there's not much to complain about. It is what it is, right? Once we lose in the playoffs, then we could complain. But right now, I'm not letting that affect my blood pressure because this team, the Buffalo Sabres, do it every night. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Cal, going back to last night's game, I know we're about to switch back. Few of my buddies, and I was like, hey, isn't this interesting? This could be really a trap game. And in between 3 of 4 really huge games, I wouldn't be surprised if this one was tougher than it may appear on the outside. And it was. As far as I could tell from the reports that I gathered from Dictator Nick, our defense was just trash, especially against the run and against Puki Nacua. So
yeah. With the defensive coach, too, it's a struggle. It's a struggle when we consistently play zone coverage and don't change anything up. And that leads to teams just run the same play over and over again, like that end around and like that corner route. And we just couldn't stop it. Sawyer says he likes the John Regas video, and you should make another essay when you have the time to do another video.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Well, I won't tell you guys what I've been thinking. I've been cooking. There's an idea inside my head. I have a month to do something. And I may start writing a new script for a video essay that will come out in 6 to 8 months, of course. Just given my work speed, I really don't like editing. But there is an idea floating up here. I think you guys would like it. Cal and Jade don't even know this. I'll tell them afterwards, but I'm going to keep it a surprise for now. But
there you go.
Trust me, folks, there is something out there. It is cooking. It's not bull crap because now you have me saying it publicly, and I know that someday I'm going to have to release it. So don't worry.
Yeah. Other comments. AI says, as a Bengals fan, feel my pain every week. Yeah, Bengals looking rough. They play tonight, right, against the Cowboys. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. See what else we got here. Lions wearing paper bags first. Yeah, the Lions set the tone. Again, we have a preview video with a special guest coming out on Wednesday where the paper bag makes a mention unexpectedly, but it does make an appearance there. And then some more football talk going on. Let's switch back to the Sabres, though, because we are in a Sabres game. So I feel like there's people here that may want to hear a little more about the Sabres as of right now. What did you think defensively there? I mean, we could get into the positives a little later, but the negatives. Those 2 goals, both of them. I mean, that was as bad as it gets, right? I mean, what are we doing?
I want to quickly preface this by saying Henry Yokiyahu should be indicted for war crimes. Okay, he is one of the worst defenders that I've ever seen. And I'm so glad that Kevin Adams unnecessarily brought him back. Instead of, keeping Ryan Johnson as a 7th defenseman. It's not like he's already 24 and been in our system for 5 years. No, let's re-sign Henry Yokiyahu to be our extra guy for reasons. Because we have no palm trees here. This is not a destination city, Cal. We just can't get anyone else to come here. Even though, and I don't know if anyone else saw this or if you've talked about this, Cal. Did you see what Elliot Friedman said earlier today on this podcast?
About Nakos?
Yeah, by Marty Nachos, yeah. And he would have signed here for 2 years. And Kevin Adams wasn't okay with that. He didn't want a 2-year rental. It's not even a rental.
It's not a rental.
2 years.
Not a rental.
Can I hold on, give me a second, Cal? You talk about something else. I'm gonna pull up Marty Necas's point totals for the year.
All right. I mean, I'll keep talking about Nakes because again, we're at a point now where you have to go all in for the playoffs, right? 2 years
Yeah.
of Marty Nakes to get on your team. I mean, that propels you into a playoff spot. I mean, he's that much of a difference maker. So to not be okay with that is ridiculous. You're not going to get star players to sign 7 years. I don't know what he doesn't get. You get these guys for 1 year, 2 years. You make the playoffs. All of a sudden, you have a good group. Half of them want to come back. Half of them could go goodbye. And then you're going to get more good players that want to join the half that stayed. And all of a sudden, you're a playoff team. That's how the NHL works. We haven't done that for the last 13 years. And again, you sign one guy to a long deal. That's not going to work. This isn't baseball.
So Marty Necas has currently got 14 goals, 28 assists for 42 points. Yep. Could have had him for 2 years.
Yeah.
No Kevin Adams.
It's about as bad as it gets. Jason says, if we fired Adams, though, who would be next up? Well, judging that Terry Pegula owns your team, probably someone that's already in-house like Jason Carmanos. I know Don has alluded to that multiple times as well. I think he's pretty much the next guy up would be the cheapest option. And is he going to gain any more respect from other GMs? I don't think so. I maybe a little bit more. A guy who's been experienced, a guy who has been working with the Amherst. You can't say he's done a good job because that team, again, we're supposed to have the best prospects in the league or, near it the last couple of years. And the Amherst don't look good. I mean, they routinely lose games. Levi has looked good. Again, Reimer, I was a little worried. I already gave up 2 goals, but I wouldn't say either of them were really his fault. When do you see Levi back up? The way he's playing with the Amherst, it probably should be soon, but at the same time, you don't want to rush him. Then he gets back here and blows up with this terrible defense, and you stagger his development again.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Devin Levi unless the Sabres are well out of playoff contention later in March, maybe April. I'm going to have to disagree. I know he's doing well in Rochester. Keep letting him do fine. Keep letting him be a winning goaltender in Rochester for the time being. That's where he should have been to start the season. It should have been UPL and James Reimer going into the season. But no, for some reason, I don't know, they really wanted Devin Levi to be a backup and never play. That's not where he should be. And if you were to bring him up now, that's exactly what he would still be. So I'm okay with letting him develop again in Rochester. I'm sure his agent isn't okay with that. If everything had gone according to plan, Devin Levi would be playing his butt off right now and getting himself a big money extension either here in Buffalo or elsewhere.
Yeah, and again, it's not making that Sam Reinhart trade look any better. And yeah, it's a tough, the move. But anyway, it is what it is. I think if you're the Sabres, you just got to keep rolling with the punches. And again, I mean, James Reimer has looked good so far with the Sabres. He didn't look good earlier in the year when the Sabres had to put him back on the market because they bring 3 guys overseas again. Really, that's when the season started to fall apart right then and there before it even started because the Sabres had to go overseas with the new coaching staff. They didn't have a whole lot of time to implement the new system, and it was just a mess. Those first 2 games were disgraceful. I mean, you start off 0-2 in 2 ugly games. You finally get it together. Again, it's going to take a while. I get it, but it's a struggle, and you can't tell me that this season's been any different than any others in this drought. I mean, it just looks like the same thing over and over again. And a win tonight would be big. Again, the Rangers were down last time I checked, so I hate to be watching other teams ahead of us right now, but you almost have to be, right? Because if we lose and they win, it's not worth looking at other teams for 4 months. So
yeah, well, the Rangers don't look good, Kale.
Yeah.
I was quickly, before I hopped on, I was watching a little bit of their game, and yeah, the Rangers are lifeless. And it's frustrating for us as Sabres fans, but can you imagine being a Rangers fan right now? This team supposedly should be competing for a Stanley Cup.
They scored with 40 seconds to go in the first, so it's 1-1 now in the second.
Wow,
of
whatever.
Course. Montreal is up 1-0 against Anaheim.
You got to watch out for them. If we lose, they could surpass either us or Detroit tonight.
Yep.
And I was really interested to see some of the storylines coming into this game. And boy, if Detroit doesn't win tonight, do you think Derek Lalonde, their head coach, is gone?
Yeah, I mean, if not tonight, if I'd say it's one more loss away in a row because he's the hottest head coach right now on the hot seat, right? Like, I think without a doubt, because Detroit,
absolutely,
they're in kind of the same position as Buffalo, where this was a year where you got to make the playoffs, right? You got to take that next step, you got to jump it, and they just aren't there. And it's still a lot of time left, and they find themselves kind of in the mix with Buffalo near the bottom of the standings right now. But it's so close, they can't be wasting their time on a guy who's not going to propel that team to the next level. So if they don't think he's going to get them there, again, they still have a good chance to make the playoffs with how mid the East has been. You got to go out and get a new coach. So I think so. I think either after tonight or after another loss. And the Sabres have been notorious for getting coaches fired, right? A couple of seasons ago, what was it, 2 or 3 times during the season, a team lost the Sabres and then they fired their head coach.
Yeah. Well, it definitely was the case, and I hope it's the case here tonight. But man, there are so many parallels between these two teams. It's us. It's the Bermuda Triangle of mediocrity. Us, Detroit, and Ottawa. None of these teams can ever propel themselves into playoff contention, ever realize their potential. And Detroit, they're very much a yin and yang with the Buffalo Sabres, right? Because Buffalo developing from within, building trade or drafting a lot of guys, letting them develop, young, exciting, but kind of frustrating
we thought,
team.
But
yeah, that can score a lot of goals, but they can't defend to save their goddamn lives. And then you contrast that a little bit with Detroit. They've acquired all of their players through either free agency or trades. They're kind of old. They don't really have a prospect pool either anymore. And they're, well, they both at different points in their rebuilds hired an AHL level head coach to be their full-time head coach at the NHL level. And it's not working out for either one of these two teams. So I really think it's interesting. If I were to pick between these two teams, I still would pick Buffalo because you have that sliver of hope given how young this team is still. I hate to bring that up, and I feel like it's just used as a low-hanging fruit, but it's still true. Because you could be Detroit. You know what their average median age on the roster, Cal, is?
It's up there. It's
28. Yeah. You're upper 28s, low 29s. That's the age of what a playoff team should. Oh, like the Detroit Red Wings. That spells a lot of doom. The Yzer plan is not really working. I hope Patrick Kane's loving it over there.
And the wise words of Kevin Adams, though, I mean, what do you want the Sabres to do? Sign Craig Anderson and get that average age up? I mean, that's one of my favorite comments from the press conference. But, yeah, again, this team continues to be young, and they still lack that veteran presence. Again, getting rid of Okposo and Gergensons obviously lower that age. But we are getting ready for the second period here. We're going to have to get synced up here. I'm looking at Dunleavy and Ray talking. You'll probably be a little bit ahead. So
maybe. I don't
know for sure.
I'm looking at Ray talking about something. He's using a lot of hand gestures right now.
Yeah. So we're close, but
we're good enough. I'll keep my mouth shut if I'm ahead. Maybe you'll be ahead. Who knows, Cal? Maybe you're the lucky guy.
Who knows, indeed.
Got the kiss of death tonight, seeing whether Sabres score first, and I get to see your face drained of all hope and happiness. Depression.
Prime says big 2 points tonight. Got to get it. Sawyer said, heard the Mets news, was not very happy. Victor, on the other hand, was thrilled. I was very thrilled as well. That's again, talk of the town right now. Let's freaking go Mets. But
yes.
Anyway, OMG. Still looking at Rob Ray here talking. So.
Oh, okay then. Well, I'm ahead of you. Whoops. Yeah. I guess you'll get to see my. Oh, well, I guess I won't. I can't spill the beans of what happens now. I just gotta. Email. That's cute.
Oh boy. Okay, you're gonna have to pause for a good 20 seconds. Sebastian Cossa now.
Yep.
Put in the net for Detroit. So they make a goalie change. This season with the AHL, he is 9-4-1 again with Grand Rapids. So he's been very good in the AHL, but not a whole lot of NHL experience. So Detroit wins the opening draw there, and they will carry the puck to center ice. Nice strip there by Alex Tuck to put an end to that breakout. And now Detroit will get the puck back and slap it in, but Power was right there to pick it off. Owen Power now to center ice. Nice play to Tage Thompson. Thompson, dangerous play there. Gets it over to Peterka, who passed it back to the goalie there. And Detroit will sit now behind their own net. Why did Detroit switch goalies? I don't really know. I guess they weren't very happy. Again, the quality of goals the Sabres have were pretty weak. So it must have just, again, their head coach is potentially a loss away from getting fired. So he's pulling out all the stops right now to try to put an end to the bleeding. Detroit cycles the puck in their own end now. Sabres are going to be able to get a change.
Yes, indeed.
Detroit into the Sabres end. That's going to be a good opportunity, and they score. Lucas Raymond, good snipe there on James Reimer, and the Detroit Red Wings tie it up early on the second here, 3-3. Pretty weak goal there for James Reimer to let up, but again, where's the defense? Take another look at this one. Skate it right in, and yep, Ryan Johnson not able to cover the end there. Byram pinched too far up.
I just don't understand, Cal. Where's the structure? Where's the pressure in the neutral zone? How can you let that happen? It is so undeniably easy for Detroit. Yeah. I mean, come on.
They just skate right in there, too. It's not even like you had a turnover or anything. It was just a breakout that, again, I don't know. But Sabres won the draw there. Play it back to the point. That gets tipped all the way into the Detroit end. It's slapped in. Good turnover, though. And now Dylan Cousins is going to get it in the corner. He'll put a shot on net. That one squeaks. Oh, just missed the corner of the net there and goes to the corner boards. Detroit able to gather and bring it back up the ice. Again, last time the Sabres gave up a goal, they gave another one right away. So they gotta put an end to that.
And of course, you put out Dylan Cousins because he's a defensive powerhouse.
Petrie back to Sherrod. They get it in, and Detroit now no one's in front of the net for the Sabres. And point shot there. That one gets blocked. Good block there. I think Clifton got a piece of that one. And Peyton Krebs just plays it to an open point, gives it right back to Detroit. What are we doing there? Good back check from Benson, though, and now Cousins is going to be able to skate it all the way out and fully out of the zone. Sabres able to get half a change, but a guy slips down, and now we're going to have a wide open chance. There's a shot. Good save by James Reimer. And Beck Malenstein skating it up with speed.
The goat.
There he goes. Nice move there, and gets bumped off the puck before he can complete the move. And now Owen Power way up in the offensive zone. I don't know if I like that. Power still behind the net. Tries to shift back to the point.
He's just trying to show off to everyone what's so good about him.
They score! There you go. Right back. Abe Kubel gets on the board. A good point shot from Power. Popped right out to Abe Kubel. And let's just say I didn't expect him to be on the scoring sheet tonight, but it looks like everyone's going to get a goal. 4-3 Buffalo.
Yeah, Cal, not even 3 minutes into the second period, and we already have 2 goals here for both teams. And Nicholas Abe-Kubel, I think that's his first, right?
It might be a second. I don't know. First or second.
Yeah, well, either way, good net front presence here from Tyson Kozak. Takes away the eyes from Sebastian Kosa, and he can't control the rebound. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why the Detroit Red Wings also
first goal. First one.
Wow. Yeah. 32nd career NHL goal. Thank God Kevin Adams spent all that capital to bring him in. Oh, thank God.
What a great addition to the team, huh? That fourth line's been looking good, though, the last couple of nights with Tyson Kozak in the line. And giveaway right out in front. Zucker gets a nice shot, but pad save there. Again, this guy doesn't have a whole lot of NHL experience. I don't know if he's played in the NHL. I haven't really seen the stats there. I wasn't expecting a goaltender change this early on, but looked really good in the AHL so far. I believe 9-2, and Greenway gets flattened over on the near side.
Surprised fans.
He's still on the ground now, flopping all over the place. Now he gets up, and Detroit's able to keep that one in the zone.
Can we get more goals,
Sliding it back and forth. Somebody's got to step up for the Sabres. Detroit's just gonna pinch this one in, and now they're gonna bring it to the net and around. Back to the point. Edmondson now looks. Good drop pass there, and Sabres still can't get it. This is going to be an open lane shot for Larkin. Good save there by Reimer, but the rebound pops right back out. McLeod able to gather that one, and he will carry it up to the red line and slowly skate it in. Drop pass to Zucker. Zucker back to McLeod. McLeod has a lane if he wants to take it. He doesn't. Cycles around the net. Gets it back to the point there. Yoki Haru standing there with a slap shot, and that one, no screen in front, will be held onto. So whistle there, 16:27.
Yeah, so again, Detroit, they're so tired. They get caught up high, late in the shift. Don't make a line change here. Dylan Larkin, it's not a bad opportunity, not a bad look for him. Good tie up in front by Jason Zucker. See, guys? Hey, Henry Okiarhu, Bryson, Clifton, anyone. That's what you do. And Ryan Johnson pulling and pushing Lucas Raymond out from in front of the net. That's how you play defense, guys. Take some notes.
Yep. Beautiful example there. And Detroit wins the offensive zone faceoff, and Patrick Kane will slap that one along the far side. Henry Jokiharju pinches. I always hold my breath when that happens, but there's a turnover. And Thompson now in front of the net. Backhand in front. Oh, how did he not score on that one? A wide open net. Sabres player in front of the net couldn't tap that one, and it was Tuck. Now another point shot. That one gets saved. Oh,
of course,
a great opportunity there. Now that one back in front of the net. Sabres continue to pepper the new goaltender, but doesn't give up anything there after a very juicy look. And now the Sabres are going to bring it right back up the ice here. Jokiharju passes it. It gets bobbled by Tuck and turned over at the blue line.
Well, we'll say, Cal, at least unlike that Colorado game, these guys are actually putting pucks on the back goalie here. That's
100%. We got 3-on-2 back the other way now. Benson tries to get it, and he's going to maintain possession behind the net. Benson, nice drop pass there behind the net to Krebs. Krebs along the board, gets it back to Benson. Benson has a shooting lane to opts not to take it, cycles it back to the blue line. Drop pass to Jacob Bryson, who pinches. Oh, that was a dangerous pass to Krebs, and now that shot gets blocked. Again, you can't be shooting that when there's no one back. Could have been a 2-on-1, but Clifton steps up nicely there to stop it. Now he goes through 3 Detroit Red Wings, and he's going all the way to the net here. Brings it in front. Oh, Benson tried to get a tip on it, but that one goes wide of the net. Sabres got a back check now as Detroit brings it across the red line, across the blue line now. Nice drop pass.
Ooh. That guy took a spill.
Good hit there from Bryson, and Bryson's going to take the puck now all the way up. So Sabres D-men being very aggressive so far this game.
Who are these two guys? Connor Clifton and Jacob Bryson leading rushes.
Doing all right for a couple of goofballs, if I say so myself.
Oh, they're more than goofballs, Cal. They are.
Oh, yeah. That's what we'll say on stream here. Ryan Johnson now. He's looked all right aside from that one defensive breakdown so far this game. And again, you're going to expect some rust from him. This is his first NHL game of the season. Sabres red hot fourth line back out there.
Yeah, Lindy Ruff giving him a lot of minutes here. He said that the bottom 6 was the only reason why that last game was kind of close. He liked their game against Utah. Top 6 was where the Sabres were let down.
Tyler says Sider has been bad this year. He has, but he is a Sabres killer. That guy gets a lot of points, especially in overtime against the Sabres. There's a good job by Beck Malenstein to get the puck to the net, and Ryan McLeod falls behind the net. So unfortunately, that Sabres opportunity is cut short. Now Detroit will drop it across the blue line. Looked offsides to me, didn't it? I don't know, but nice tip shot there.
Outside of that opportunity, though, just look at the hustle from these guys. They're actually hustling. I'd love to see an ounce of this, a minuscule amount of this same hustle with Dylan Cousins. It would make a whole big difference in his game, Cal.
We got a penalty coming up here?
Looks like a little bit of a tussle after the play is over.
Or an icing, maybe an icing. Yeah, icing call.
Between Lucas Raymond and Ryan Johnson. Just looking back at that. Look
at this play, though. I mean, Tuck had a wide open net, but good defensive play there to get a stick on it across crease.
And he cross-checks him on top of it, jumps on top of him. Good opportunity for Benson right afterwards. I wouldn't say Anyways. There's no scrutiny here. Oh, yeah.
Red Wings have the worst penalty kill in the league, Tyler says. Well, unfortunately, the Sabres haven't been able to see it just yet. But I say unfortunately, but the way the Sabres power play has been playing, I don't know if I want to see it. Sider now back to Larkin. Larkin shoots it, and that one misses a target. And Tage Thompson's going to be able to settle that one down and turns it over at the blue line. That was a bad pass by Thompson. Reimer bails him out there with a nice easy pad save, and the Sabres are able to bring it back to the blue line and out. Nice pass there, and again, power in the offensive zone. That one was offsides, though, so everyone's going to have to retreat and change.
Shots looking even so far. Neither of these two goalies really want to save a beach ball. It's hey, at least it's entertaining, Cal. I got to hand it to them. We don't have many reasons to watch a matchup like this.
Yeah, these games are always fun, right? Against Detroit, they're always high scoring. I think me and you were at that game. Was it last year or 2 years ago? The home one where we wore the goat heads. Bone Byram 2 goals against Detroit. Yeah,
I remember.
Anyway,
that
Krebs gets it up to Benson. Benson now brings it in with some speed. That's gonna be a chance for Cousins. It's blocked in front. Another shot. That one's good save there. Juicy rebound, but did not find a Sabres stick. And Detroit's able to clear the zone and get it all the way into the Sabres end now. Clifton, nice hit along the boards, and that's going to be another nice hit by Johnson. And Krebs Johnson, it looked like might have took a high stick to his face there, but he's all right. No penalty there, and the puck's going to swing all the way around in the delayed offsides. That was a funky bounce, huh?
I don't like seeing Connor Clifton the only guy back because this happens, turnover in the defensive zone.
And now we got a good chance for Detroit, but it goes off the end wall, and JJ Peterka is able to bring it up with some speed, and he's got to turn it over to Sider.
Peterka's really been disappointing for about a month now.
Peterka, again, started the season off hot. I wore the Peterka jersey today to try to bring some help, but yeah, he's been a disappointment this year alongside Quinn. So again, both those guys are not going to be getting paid anything what we thought. Sider now at the point, slides it down low. Back to the point to Sider, and he shoots, and that one goes wide.
Traffic in front
Tricky
again.
Situation there for the Sabres, but Tuck's able to get it out and all the way down the ice. No icing, though, so Sabres will be able to get a change if they choose to.
Every time James Reimer's taking on a shot, he has no idea where the puck is. The guy is hopelessly lost in that.
Yeah,
we're going to see more goals here.
100%, especially with the goalie making his debut. And then Simon Edvinsson has been great this year. Yeah.
Didn't he get hurt?
Again, Detroit's had a lot of guys.
Oh, my Jesus.
Oh, boy, there's a chance in front. Big rebound. And, could have been a 2-on-1 back the other way, but McLeod wasn't able to get it. And now Detroit's able to keep it in the zone, and they will start cycling. Good job by Bowen Byram to break that one up down low. Jordan Greenway gets a stick on it. Back to Byram behind the Sabres net. And you got to get it out if you're the Sabres here, even if you got to ice the puck. You got a pretty new group of troops out there right now. And they get it. Greenway. Greenway's able to backhand it up and just outside the zone. Zucker now looks for an open guy. He finds McLeod. McLeod slowly brings it across. Finds Zucker, who cuts to the net. Oh, what a chance. He scores!
What a goal
from Jason Zucker, my favorite addition of the offseason. What a game from him. And the Sabres put up 5 goals in the first half of the game.
What? I mean, what a play initially by Jason Zucker. A Hail Mary pass all the way to the near side for Ryan McLeod. With the great vision of McLeod, he feeds it forward. Jason Zucker, the old man, still got some wheels, Cal. And of course, it's Justin Hall. Of course, that's Justin Hall who got burnt he got burnt bad there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jason Zucker, his second goal of the game, folks. Looking like a $5 million player, if you ask me.
He's on hat-trick watch, and yeah, again, these are the type of players we need here, right? Guys that know what they're doing. Jason Zucker, he's always in the right spot. He's got super high IQ. Again, he's got the mindset of a Kyle Okposo, but he still has the body of a prime type player. So again, a great addition to this team. And McLeod finding him there, another really good addition to this team. That's what you need. I don't care if you got to give up prospects for guys like that. That is how you win hockey games. Anyway, Detroit. Obviously going to be a little more aggressive now. Big hit behind the net. That was Bowen Byram leveling Dylan Larkin.
That's the stuff you love to see. Dylan Larkin, he could be on the trade block too.
He could. Again, people are talking about it. Dylan Larkin, again, one of those guys who, I don't know if it's because the way he looks or the way he plays, but reminds me of a kind of a Goodwill version of Crosby, right? But he is very talented too. I mean, again, if the Sabres want to trade for a guy like that, that would be huge because Dylan Larkin is a great player. Not on Crosby's level. Yeah.
No. What do you mean? Yeah, he's 29 or 28.
I mean, you never know. Again, when I remember the games against Detroit, when as Reimer makes a save and covers it, games against Detroit when we had Eichel, it would always be Eichel versus Reimer, the battle of the two guys. They'd be very comparable in those games. Again, Eichel a little more talented overall, I thought, but those were fun games.
Absolutely, they were.
So commercial break now. You're not missing anything in the chat.
Yeah, chat. Calm down now. I'm going to put your leashes back on.
Smooth Gaming says Zucker is a prime example of why the Sabres roster being a bunch of teenagers is not going to help them get to the playoffs. Exactly. You need guys with experience.
Yeah, that's
you
why
put one teenager on a line with a guy like Zucker, and all of a sudden you're making magic. Jason says, if we could get Larkin without giving up key talent, I'd be happy. LOL. Yeah. That's the key word, though. Without giving up key talent, you're probably not going to get a guy of Dylan Larkin's caliber without giving up a pretty solid player in return.
See, folks, going back to Smooth Gaming's comment here, You know, that's why this channel works so well. Me and Kale were just a little couple of teenagers, kind of young adults here, and we have Jaden being the veteran 30-year-old who lives in his basement all the time. He's got a very thick beard. Jaden, you're gonna have to show yourself then at I've seen him, folks, and trust me.
Yeah, Jaden is, Jaden, some may say he's in his 50s, some may say he's in his 70s. We truly don't know for sure.
Until he shows his face. Until he shows his face on the channel. Do it, Jaden. I know you can hear us right now. Stop giggling away. I know you can hear us. Do it.
I mean, can you imagine Jaden lurking in the background in these streams, just in the distance a little bit?
That'd be so funny. You hear chat's like, hey, why do I hear a random chuckle every now and then? Oh, it's all in your head, guys. No, it's Jaden. It's always been Jaden.
Yeah, we are all pretty much the same age, though, I think, minus a couple of months. So, if you guys do want to check out what Jaden looks like, he is on some of our shorts and Bill's prediction, record prediction videos for the last couple of years when we got the whole squad on. So, check those out. Again, 18 people in here. If you're new, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, helps us out a ton. Again, shout out to Jason for becoming a member, and shout out to Truth and Sawyer for also continuing to be members in the chat. There's also some other members who aren't in here right now, but if they join, I will give them a shout out. Detroit wins the faceoff. Glove saved by Reimer. He doesn't see it again. Bad rebound control. This is going to get ugly if that continues. But Sabres are able to gather the puck there, and they're not able to get it out because Henry Jokiharju was the one trying to clear it.
Yeah, shoot for the stars, Henry. You got this, buddy. You got this. You're so good.
There we go. Tage Thompson finally skates it out, and he will backhand it all the way deep into the Detroit end. JJ Peterka chases it, but it'll slide over to Tuck. Unable to hang on to it, though, and you got to be careful not to take a penalty back-checking. Jokiharju backhands it into a Detroit player, and it shoots back into the Sabres end. Oh, big hit. Was that Sider?
Yeah, Moritz Seider trying to get some revenge there. Unfortunately, his team is down by 2, so good luck with that, buddy.
Sabres keep it in. Jacob Bryson over to Clifton, the dynamic duo that no one thought would be a dynamic duo. Over to Thompson. Thompson gets a shot. That one goes wide, and no Sabre was there to bat it down, but it pops right back out to Bryson. Bryson gets it to Benson down low. Sabres are changing, so not a whole lot of help, but slides it back down to Bryson. A nice two-man game, and they keep some zone time here. Back to Benson at the point, slides it to Clifton at the far point. Clifton slides it in, trying to get a tip, but that one goes nowhere. And now Patrick Kane is able to slap it up and not out. Good job by Clifton to stay in this position. Over to Cousins in that bumper slot. Cousins down low, wide open. It was Krebs, but he couldn't get a shot on net. A good pass from Cousins there. A for sure goal if Krebs is able to 1T that one, but unable to do so. Now Krebs is cycling, finds Cousins, and Cousins unable to gather that one. Watching. Oh, now we have a whistle. Got a Detroit penalty coming up, so that was a good shift. So I guess it was on that Cousins play that he couldn't bat down. So Sabres get to face, as Tyler said, one of the worst penalty kills in the league coming up after this commercial break.
So Cal, what are you here to sponsor today?
Sponsorship? Well, the only thing I got near me, so I guess I'll use that, is the blue bowl here that I was eating some fruit out of before stream. The brand is Room Essentials. So Room Essentials, thank you for sponsoring the stream and giving me this bowl.
Thank you, folks. Let's give a big round of applause here for Home Essentials. Sorry.
Truth says Illuminati liquids. I don't know what happened to the Brita. Me and Brandon. The last time I saw the Brita, it was in me and Brandon had it in Pennsylvania. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's still rotting away in that fridge.
Still there. It may or may not have had chocolate milk in it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me just say, for clarity's sake, I never went back to that apartment, so I feel bad for who discovered that chocolate milk.
It's gone. Is the Brita gone then? Was it left behind? I don't know.
The Brita was left behind. Brita.
Nick's in here, says, please beat Detroit. How's it going, Nick? Thanks for joining. So that's gone. The chocolate milk's gone, and the garbage bag box that we put in the microwave is gone. Oh.
It's
Cowboys have taken an early lead on the Bengals, 7-0.
You know what's hilarious? They actually think they can make the playoffs, Cal.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough. Oh, Chicago goes up 2-1 on the Rangers. That's big, and Anaheim has tied the Habs. There we go. Truth says Don froze a little bit. Yeah, it was just a little choppy there for a second, but I think we're back. So again, it's tough. We're running these on laptops for the most part. So it's, again, we'll improve as the channel grows, of course. But yep, that penalty call was on the Cousins attempted shot. So good job by that Sabres line consisting of Krebs and Cousins. And honestly, a good job by Benson there to set it up with Clifton and Bryson holding the fort down at the blue line. So Sabres, what's new? Lose the face-off on the power play, and Detroit's going to have a wide open chance to clear it up and out of the zone. Nick's a Sens fan, and he wants the Rangers to lose as well. All right, Power drops it back to Tuck. Tuck now along the boards. Back pass to Thompson. Thompson now skates it in. He's going to cycle it back and finds a cross-crease pass to Cousins to Power. Power gets a shot on net. That one, good save there. Juicy rebound, but it's cleared and outside the zone, so Power's going to have to regroup. Again, goal of this power play, get shots on net. That's what you got to do, especially against the new goalie. You don't have to have the perfect shot. Just get any shot on net, and there's going to be a rebound there to tap in if you're there. Power now slowly brings it in, and that's going to be a good pass to Tuck. Tuck brings it in, follows his rebound right in front of the net, but it didn't fall down for Jason Zucker. Thompson keeps it in at the blue line. Gets it to Owen Power. Power now looking for it, and it pops out, and now Dylan Larkin's going to use his speed to escape the zone and dump it all the way down. So 50 seconds to go on this power play. A good chance from Alex Tuck. Other than that, not so great.
Could be worse. Could be giving up another shorthanded goal.
Back pass there. Yeah, you don't want to be giving up shorthanded goals. Peterka now brings it in with some speed to Benson. Looks like they've shifted these power play lines a little bit. Peterka gives it back to Byram. Byram. To Peterka to Krebs. Krebs couldn't handle that one all that great, but he gets it back to Byram, back to Peterka. Peterka fans on the shot. You got one job, buddy. One job. And it cycles it, and it is outside the zone.
How many times this season have we seen Peterka just fan on a shot, fan on a pass? He's got, I don't know, him and Cousins each battling it out for worst puck handling on the team.
Given away there by Benson, and Detroit didn't have any speed. Luckily, Peterka was back to the blue line, so that'll be the end of the power play, but no chances against the Sabres, so we'll take that. But again, we saw what happens when you kill off a penalty. Momentum goes the other way, and that's going to be an icing. And the Sabres will have a defensive zone faceoff with a mismatched group of guys out there.
Cal. I miss you, Cal.
We will. I mean, we might have some IRL content coming out sooner than later. You never know.
I want to be next to you, Cal. I want to be able to.
Yeah, next to the stream. You got to do it.
I want to smell.
Anyway, Sabres win the draw here, and they clear it all the way out.
This is my job here, folks. This is what I do. Off cameras, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Future job employers, this is what I do. Kidding. I'm so kidding. God.
Don gets his dream job and then gets fired for HIPAA violations instantly.
They pull up this clip 10 years later. I'm sorry, sir, but, he's had a history of harassment.
Clip it. No. Anyway, Sabres now behind the net. Struggling. Ave Kubel gets it to Beck Malenstein. And again, that's the thing with the Sabres. They get so many new players each year on that bottom six and stuff that, I mean, you almost slip up saying old players' names with the same number. I mean, I don't know if that's just me getting old or I don't know. But Sabres and Red Wings will head to a commercial break here. 4:37 to go.
Do you have something to tell us? Is there, no judgment. Is there a genetic condition where you just look younger?
You talking to me? Younger.
What? Take that little bit out of context and, oh, man, you're in a world of hurt. You clip that, chat.
Looks like Jaden is asking for our BSC predictions for the panel for this week. I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's say I am not taking the Bills.
When do you think Dictator Nick's going to throw out his prediction?
Oh, boy. Probably sometime Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, a little behind-the-scenes stuff. For the BSC panel, we have a group chat that we just dropped the picks in, and Nick is consistently the last one to put his picks in. So Jaden gets a little frustrated there editing the video, has to wait on Nick's picks, but it is what it is.
Nick's picks. We should just have a segment of Nick's picks. Okay.
Yeah.
Let him.
Let me know if you guys want that new segment on the channel called Nick's Picks. Sponsored by the paper bag. Yeah.
Don runs a YouTube channel with 2.5K. Oh, that's right. We did hit 2.5K.
Yep.
Subs
Congratulations, my friend. We are there.
Nice. All right, halfway to 3K, folks. Yep. At this pace, we're gonna hit it by the end of the year.
Yeah.
We should hit it, or not? The sports year by April.
Yeah.
As long as we keep pumping out them YouTube shorts, right, Cal? That's all you. Man.
YouTube shorts are key, right? I mean, my big live reactions to non-Buffalo events really seem to help us out. But Sawyer says he's joking about 2K5 subs, barely enough to get monetized. An educated guess is he has a job or maybe he goes to college. I'm not going to give out Don's information. If he wants to, he can. But you'd be right on that. OMG, just realized you guys have a paper bag emoji. Yep, that was the newest one. Again, as more people become members, the more emojis we are able to unlock. So thank you guys for becoming members.
Oh,
Benson to the penalty box for tripping. So we'll see if the Sabres penalty kill can get the job done again.
What are the odds that there was no tripping?
Benson gets called for every little thing, and he doesn't get called on anything against him. So we'll have to take a look.
Look at Seth Apper on the bench. It's like, this is par for the course. This is normal. It's pretty.
Take a replay. Another look at this. They're not showing us, but it's going to be a tough penalty kill again. Detroit 6th in the league. Their power play coming in tonight.
So he's at the top of the screen here, right up at the blue line.
Yeah, just got his stick. Yeah,
that's a pretty
bad penalty to take.
And you're still in a 2-goal game here, and Detroit they burned us a couple months ago in Detroit. We lost that game 2-1. Gave them 2 power play goals. So wouldn't put it past Detroit to score one here.
That one right in front of the net, but Reimer was able to look him down, and there's still half the net open. But luckily for the Sabres, that one slipped.
Right on cue, right, Cal?
Yeah, right on cue. Again, 0 shots so far for this Detroit power play, so you knew that was coming. Good shot there, and Bowen Byram able to get the rebound, and he gets it outside the zone. Again, second period, they have a long change, though. Looks like they're still going to be able to get to the bench. That one barely got outside the zone, but Detroit's going to let them change, so they've wasted 40 seconds of this one already.
Where's Alex Tuck? We need another.
Larkin, that one gets slapped down, and Malenstein was about a couple inches away from having a breakaway, but Detroit's able to regroup and recycle it out here back to the blue line, and they will go in the Sabres end pretty easily. Nice drop pass there to get it set up, and Malenstein loses the stick again. This is the second time this game he's lost his stick.
It's broken. It's broke.
He can't pick it up. He knocks it out of the way, though, which I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, you can get a penalty for that.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Greenway puts the stick right in the passing lane, and bounces right out in front. And Reimer able to stay with it. Now it bounces off to the side. And now the stick's all the way back at the blue line, but it's still in the way. Now Detroit clears the stick. It's more fun to watch the stick than the puck. Greenway gets the puck now off a bad pass and dumps it all the way back in the Detroit end. So the Sabres will be able to get a change and a new stick.
Poor Patrick Kane. I'm so sorry for you, man. Oh, no. You missed again.
Could have came home, but
the fans are booing him
right
every time he would. Every time he touches the puck, they're booing him. So I'm
giving away, and here comes another 2-on-1 opportunity, but nope, that one's going to be shut down. Good hustle there from Detroit. It would have been Tuck and McLeod again, and after watching how that first one went, I don't know if it would have amounted to anything, but good back check by McLeod. Sabres kill off the penalty. Great job by that penalty kill both times so far this game. But now Detroit's coming up with speed, 3-on-3 back the other way, a shooting lane, and Power knocks it down, and now he's going to be able to get it and slap it up and outside the zone into the Detroit end.
Reimer has no idea where these shots are. He is not tracking the puck at all.
Not at all. There's 2 minutes to go in this period. I think I just got a notification. 15 minutes to go on this call. So at the intermission, we can switch it. Perfect timing.
Boo! Boo!
Oh, good move by Tage there. Tage to the net, but the shot was unable to be finished there. So Thompson and Tuck having some nice moves so far this game. Good play at the line by Peterka to keep it in. Down low for Zucker, back to Thompson. Thompson now trying to hold possession of the puck. Great pass to Zucker inside. He's going to have a lane. Oh, good defensive stick, though. Plays it to the net. It's in. No, it's not in. It was the stick blade, and it's behind the net. I thought it was in for a second, but it looked like the puck. It was the stick blade. Now Detroit gets it, and they send it all the way out and into the Sabres' end. So, crisis averted there for Detroit. Panic in front of the net.
Panic? You say it's not just us?
Joe Panic. One of my favorite MLB players of all time. Detroit now slaps it. Oh, that one deflected up and wide. Detroit's going to keep it in the zone. Now Kopp on the wall. Brian Johnson. Oh, geez. He's getting a stick all up in Dylan Larkin's face there. That could have been a penalty. But luckily, he didn't end up taking him down. Detroit still cycling it, though. Too much space. The Sabres group has to get a turnover quick. That one's deflected in net, and those are the tricky ones, right? Those that get deflected off the ice and then deflected again. I mean, 2 deflections, a goalie's worst nightmare. Detroit continues to put on the pressure again. J.J. Peterka and Thompson have been stuck out there for a while. Abe Kubel is the freshest on the ice, and now the Sabres are finally able to chip it up and out. They will get the change, and the rest of that fourth line will get on the ice. That won't stop DeBrincat and the rest of Detroit from getting a lane. Larkin, nice pass to Reimer. He was very slow to get over there, but just got over there in time and up and out of play. 19.5 to go. We'll have a defensive zone face-off.
Again, he's just so slow tracking the puck here. I was going to say, but I didn't want to interrupt you there on that Zucker opportunity. But I'm just so fascinated, Cal, as we're looking at a replay here of what happened along the goal line. Whoa.
Yeah, I saw that Detroit stick go in the net, and I thought for sure it went in. But
that last opportunity, Reimer got a piece of it with the knob of the stick, and it also brushed up, kissed against that corner post there. So Detroit nearly pulling within one. Sabres got to get out
behind the net. Bowen Byram's going to be able to get the puck all the way out, and Krebs will bring it to center with 5 seconds to go, and the Sabres are going to take a 2-goal lead going into the second intermission. So period started off bad, but it ended up paying off. So I think what we're going to do now is we'll put the screen up where it says we'll be right back, and we have to restart the meeting here as we reset and as Jaden resets. So once I see that on my screen, we will leave the meeting and we'll be right back on stream. So do not go anywhere. End of the second, 5-3.
Boom. Was he?
Laid out. I don't know if anyone could hear us yet, but Jason says Don Mattingly was his favorite baseball player of all time. Definitely a good opportunity or a good choice there. One of the Yankees of all time, and then of course has had a great career as a manager. It looks like we have switched sides on the screen here, so a little switch up for you guys. I'm on the left, Don's on the right now.
Oh man, look at me. Whoa, I've never ever been on the right. Oh, no. Oh, I just almost disappeared. Jaden, stop making me disappear. Jaden just playing around. I'm still a ghost. Jaden, what?
Thank you for sticking with us here.
That's pretty good, Jaden.
On the fly.
Manning cast right
So yeah,
now.
I thought that was a good period for the Sabres. So they kept their feet moving again. They're fortunate to face two pretty weak goalies so far tonight. So again, just gotta keep getting shots on the net. I think they'll be fine. And they cannot give another lead up. This game's kind of reminded me of Colorado a little bit. Now you have a multi-goal lead. Last time they had a multi-goal lead, it didn't end so well.
Yeah. The less said about that game, the better, Cal. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of anger last week in our sports community. I don't want to think about it. But I'm currently, should I put on the Simpsons Fun Day Football cast?
Yeah, when is that for the Christmas Day game?
Yeah. I'm gonna see what it looks like, folks. I definitely cannot show this on stream, unfortunately.
That's the one tonight. They're doing that.
Yeah, they're doing one tonight. Yep. Yeah.
Is it on ESPN Plus? I'll have to check it out after our stream here.
Only reason I'm so glad I bought ESPN Plus, folks. I get to watch the Simpsons cast.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Crossover dreams were made here tonight. Amerks tomorrow night versus Laval should be exciting. Laval, it's pretty cute. Laval. Oh my god!
Oh, it looks pretty good. It looks better than the Toy Story one.
Yeah, I don't really understand though. Who are you trying to market this Simpsons cast for? Because it's too old for young kids and it's too young for older people. So I'm kind of confused. I don't really know who this is for.
I feel like a lot of the people watching that game, would just watch the regular one. That it would appeal to them. I don't know. I mean. It's a terrible game. It'll get me to watch it for about 2 minutes, so that'll help. Look at that. Sawyer says he'll donate $1 if Jaden or Nick pops on stream.
So the
Jason
thing about
sold a huge trunk of baseball cards when you joined the Marines Corps. Thank you for your service first and foremost, and also
thank you,
I share the same passion. I got cards on top of cards in my room, so I love collecting stuff.
Sorry, Kil. I was just about to say, CeeDee Lamb was nearly brought down in the backfield here on a screen pass by the Bengals. He broke a few tackles, went 60 yards.
Whew.
Down to the 20-yard line.
Oh, Jason says, can't hear us.
Jason says, yep, we can hear you guys.
Oh, can. Okay, good.
Good. Come on,
I was going to say.
Come on.
I can't read. I cannot read. I was going to say that would have been a long time talking with no audio, but...
Yeah, Jaden, you're just... What am I going to do with you?
Jaden was on the chopping block there. My illegible eyes almost sold him out.
Oh, he just fell down. Yeah, the Bengals are so trash. They are so trash.
Is Dictator Nick in the room right now?
So Dictator Nick is not even in the apartment right now. So getting him onto the stream would be awfully difficult.
That is tough. I'm sure Nick is somewhere enjoying a nice, fine glass of water.
Absolutely. I would agree. He's probably taking a nice little nap on a couch right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Ghost Dawn. Yeah. I'm a ghost. I'm a sneaky little ghost. I'm a sneaky little thing.
Sawyer is demanding Jaden on stream.
Jaden, he's gonna keep calling you out by name.
Jaden only stream one day. It'll be for something. Maybe for like the draft or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we could. How does Jaden feel? He can't say anything. He won't say anything. I mean, even for a second, Jaden, just pop out. Just you don't even have to turn your camera on. Just unmute yourself. All right. Give the people what they want. All right. I mean, obviously, Cal and I are not enough to entertain this chat. They need you to quell the riot.
Jason says, if we blow this lead, might have to stop watching Sabres hockey. Well, no matter what, I'll be live for Wednesday night against the Rangers. So I'll see you guys here. Again, went live today because if we win, we're back in the race. If we lose, I get to make good use of this bad boy right over here. So,
well, at least we have a high-scoring game no matter what in this third period. It's going to be close. So if it gets even closer, we know for a fact that people are going to tune in. Just saying.
That's always good news. And again, as long as the Sabres win, I'll be happy. We definitely need a win after that Bills loss. Again, as a Mets fan, that Juan Soto news definitely brightened my day up. But for non-Mets fans, I think they need a Sabres win.
I'm just kind of shocked a little bit, right? Jason, the fact that you're saying that you will stop watching the Sabres now at this point, we're just truly sickos, I guess.
It's too late. It's too late. Yeah, you just gotta stick it out, right?
See, I was telling Nick last week. He was like, Don, why do you keep watching the Sabres? You literally just said you wouldn't do it anymore. And I was like, Nick, it's pretty simple. I am in a toxic relationship with the Sabres. Even when they stab, hurt, cheat, they do everything to me. I still have to be there. I feel a sense of loyalty. Okay, a sense of
loyal
loyalty.
to the crest. See this crest right here? This is it. This is the entire life. Me and you. This is all we devote our life to right now. Yep. See the arrow points to the crest.
That's right.
That's why. Let's see if I don't know if it will on stream, but on my screen right now, it's pointing away. Well, if we were flipped, it would point towards. So,
another reason why Jaden's on the chopping block. Okay, he couldn't have possibly known, but how dare he not think of this?
Jason says, "What is the most valuable baseball card I own?" I had a Shohei rookie card which I sold, but not too much value on the baseball side of things. As far as basketball, I have a Jokic rookie auto, so I'd say that's probably tied for the most expensive card I own. I also have a McDavid short print rookie card. So those two are probably at the top. As far as baseball goes, a lot of mid-tier stuff and just some basic autographs, nothing too crazy. I have a Brandon Nimmo Zebra card, I think, and some other stuff. But yeah, nothing too crazy as far as baseball cards go. Whole lot of base. Are the Knicks doing well? The Knicks were, I think, down by 1 at the half last time I checked. So it is halftime against the Raptors.
Yay, Scotty Barnes, best basketball player ever, right, Cal?
Yeah, down by 1. Yeah, Scotty Barnes. And again, the Raptors are struggling. I don't know. Let's see if RJ Barrett's in the lineup tonight. He is. He's got 17. So, yeah, he's carrying the Raptors right now. No Quickly, though, unfortunately. He's still dealing with an injury.
That's so unfortunate. I'm sad about that. Oh, my heart. Am I having a heart attack? Chat, what does a heart attack feel on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, that's got to be like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
One of the best feelings ever.
Definitely not. I mean,
was hoping to watch the Rangers game while in intermission, but I guess I'll have to settle for the Ducks Canadians. Looks like the other one's on NHL Network right now.
Yeah, I got a little bit of wrestling on right now. Gotta do it. Greg says, I don't watch baseball, but I have the whole Braves team signed baseball when Chipper was playing. Wow. I don't know if it's worth anything. I'd say that's worth some money there. Again, to Chipper Jones, one of the best players of all time. Definitely get some money for that. Greg Maddux might be on there as well.
Well, it appears as though Montreal has just scored to tie things up against Anaheim. So take
the good news is that game really doesn't matter because I don't see Montreal as a threat. So it'll just be bad in the standings for now. But again, we got plenty of time to change that.
So you think it's a 0? That's an L. That's an L. L take.
Your heart sounds. I mean, you could definitely feel it because what I've been told is it kind of like it's like an elephant sits on your chest and you just like right before it happens. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I never get to find out.
I've known people who've had elephants sit on their chest before.
Yeah.
If you know, you
would that be?
If you know, you know. That's all I gotta say, folks. No,
I didn't even pick up on that until now, but yeah, okay. If that's the case, you might actually need one of these paper bags. Not for the reason I'm using it for tonight, but anyway. Back to the intermission, though. I think the Sabres. Craig. Again, the Sabres have to play not to lose, right? They always seem to do that in the third period when they have a lead, and all of a sudden, again, teams are going to get aggressive. You're going to have a couple odd man rush opportunities now. luckily, you have a goalie who should let them in if you stay persistent. So cannot lose this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't do it. It's a must win. You can't fall 3 games below 500 because the Sabres, they've only proven, yes, they can win 2 in a row every now and then, max 3 in a row. So I don't know. Sawyer asks, Donna's in a toxic relationship with someone besides the Sabres? Oh, Christ. I wish I was in a toxic relationship, folks. I am the furthest thing from anything like that.
Was. Not currently, but was.
I'm just accepting applications right now, folks. That's my on the phase. market. I'm like Kevin Adams, okay? I'm in talks.
Working the phone.
All right. Yeah, hitting the phones, right? But we'll see. I currently like where I'm at. We're not going to push the needle too far forward. We're going to keep things close and develop from within.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe you should just plant some palm trees in your front yard. Maybe that'll help your situation
out. Jason, congrats. 24 years. Good for you, man.
There you go.
I don't want to make it seem that was a joke, folks. I don't want to make it seem like this is an INSO channel now. All right, we're not doing that. That's not what we're. That's not what we're here for. Yeah. I can't speak for Cal here. I know Cal, and oh boy, folks. Oh boy.
Yeah,
don't get me started.
Yeah, we don't gotta get into that. But anyway, Jason says my ultimate favorite baseball card I owned was an Upper Deck rookie Ken Griffey Jr. card. Yeah, those can go for a lot of money, especially if you get them graded. Sawyer says you talk to everyone, but you never make the move that plants your spot for the best around. Yeah, again, I think palm trees are just needed. All we gotta do is plant palm trees. If you ever need anything in life, you ever need to get better, your current situation, just buy some palm trees and put the light on, pretend it's the sunbathe a little bit. True says I've loved the Sabres since the 70s. I just can't break it off. Yeah, again, that's kind of how a lot of the Sabres fans are, because to be quite honest, the younger generation just doesn't like the Sabres like that because they've been so bad for so long, and you can't blame them. But we got to fix these wrongs before it gets out of hand, because you're going to lose your fan base, because a lot of your fan base are, kind of getting older now, and you see a lot of kids at the rink, but again, how many of those kids decide to go to the rink by themselves, right? You want to see more of that 30, maybe 20 to 40 range attend the games, because anything under 15, again, they don't really know exactly what's going on. They're going to be, paying attention maybe, but they're not going to be as invested, and who knows if they're going to get hooked. You still want to see the young kids at the games to get them hooked and find the love of the game. But man, it's really a diminishing crowd, and again, the holiday season should make the barns get a little more packed here. We'll have to see what the Sabres can do. If they stay in the playoff conversation, the KBC should stay pretty filled up. But if they slowly start to slip out of it, I think we're going to start seeing single-digit thousands numbers.
It's going to get really ugly, Cal, if the Sabres aren't relevant in a month or two.
Yeah,
it's gonna be bad. I'm not looking forward to it. Every time I watch one of these home games, I just hate it, seeing half the arena filled, or if it's a full well-attended arena, seeing like 10,000 away fans there crowding the lower bowl. Like, for instance, there's always those Sabres Leafs games, and on the 20th, I'm actually thinking about maybe going to that game, depending on if prices fall just right. But a part of me just doesn't want to go, because I'm going to be surrounded by loud, drunk Leafs fans who have crossed the border and are just absolutely obnoxious.
That's the fun of it, though. That's the fun of it.
What, being able to laugh at them as the Sabres put up 9 on their heads?
Yeah, you got to hope. But I've been I think out of all teams, I've been to the most games against the Leafs. I think I've been to
really?
4 games against the Leafs. I think we won 1 of them. So yeah, it hasn't been great, but
see, that's hilarious. I haven't been to a single Leafs game, Leafs Sabres. I know.
Yeah, it's a fun time. You get the crowd battle. It's embarrassing because it's like a neutral site game, but it's also fun when your team does good. Hayden says he's 13 and never changing teams. Well, I love to hear that. Unfortunately for you, it's going to be a long road, I think, as a Sabres fans. But welcome to the club, and yeah, again, it's a fun team to watch for the first half of the year. But hopefully, we can get it together and get some competent people in the organization. We'll see what happens. Prime says big 2 points. Again, yes, I agree. Got to get those 2 points, especially if the Rangers lose tonight. That'd be big. Jason says, I want to go to a Sabres game and wear a paper bag. This is Buffalo SportsCenter made me joke. That would be hilarious. If you do that, be sure to send us a picture of that. We'll post that on the Instagram for sure. And yeah, it's been nice getting a community here. Eventually, when we get a little big enough, I want to go to a game and do a meet and greet. Let you guys know. Maybe we could all sit in the same section, do a little watch along. And Sawyer says if Don plants palm trees around his apartment, it will attract more free agents. I don't know. We'll have to maybe we'll have to do a little experiment. But we are 15 seconds away now from starting the third period, a massive third period to potentially put a 6-game losing streak and probably even more than that losing streak on stream because they never win when we stream games. So hopefully that changes tonight.
Look at that kid praying behind the Sabres bench. That kid is praying.
Join the club. Join the club.
That kid's 4 years old and he gets it.
Real Deal Prime says he calls a 5-2 win, but he thinks Tuck will get a goal. Okay. Tuck had one really good look in front of the net. Had a tap in. And Owen Power gets the puck stripped from him. And Detroit got a quick one early in the second period. You don't want to let them do that in the third here. Again, the difference between a 2-goal game and a 1-point game is massive. And the Sabres iced the puck there. So less than 30 seconds into the period, Sabres already have a defensive zone faceoff to deal with. Truth says the Super Bowl win and palm trees have nothing on the Niagara Falls.
So the only thing right now going right for this Detroit Red Wings is their first line, Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I think that was that's been a consistent thing for them too. I mean, they just haven't had that depth that they thought they were going to have bringing in these free agents, and it just hasn't worked out for them. So, well, again, they haven't had goaltending either, and we'll have to see what happens with their coaching staff after this one if the Sabres win. That one's glove passed, so Sabres will be able to get a change now with 19:30 to go. Jason, I'm right there with you. I always trick myself into thinking there's a chance every single year. Never pans out, but maybe it will this year.
Please win. Just a win. One win. Anything. Get the optimism flowing. The undeniably crazy, delusional optimism. It's nightmare fuel.
Owen Byron now in his own end. Gets it over to Ryan Johnson. Slides it up to Greenway, who isn't able to clear the zone. Again, I don't know what he's going with there, but it pops right back to him, and now he gets it back to Byram, who will get it out. Stretch pass gets intercepted, though, by Hall, and now the Detroit Red Wings get it right back in the zone, and Dylan Larkin and the rest of that first line still out there. They're hogging minutes. They'll be playing a majority of this period, you got to imagine. Larkin behind the Sabres net. DeBrincat now, and he almost gets stripped by Zucker, but gets it in front of the net. Oh, nice behind the back pass there, but no Red Wing was there for the rebound, and the Sabres will be able to change it up. And Sabres can't be caught flat-footed here in the third period. You got to keep the aggressiveness going. Byram, nice block shot there, and Krebs is able to clear the zone. The Sabres will complete that change that they started a couple seconds ago, and Detroit will bring the puck right back into the neutral zone and into the Sabres' end. Nice stick there, and James Reimer's face mask comes off there, and that one's picked up by Connor Clifton, who will hand it back to Reimer as the whistle blows immediately.
Why are the Sabres sitting back here to start this third period? Isn't this the sort of play that doomed us against Colorado? When we were up 4-1?
Again, I mean, you started off that way in the second period too, so maybe it'll come, but you can't be flat-footed here. It looks like they're playing not to lose very defensively. That is the complete wrong mindset, and the coaching staff should have 100% instilled that in them already. So I don't understand that. But
they're showing a little montage here of Jordan Greenway being an absolute monster tonight. Certainly glad to have him back. Can't believe 100%. I'm saying this.
Sawyer says maybe something for members. Yeah, we could definitely do like a members only live stream one of these days. We'll have to plan it out so everyone can do it. Just a quick Q&A or something. But anyway, defensive zone faceoff. Dylan Cousins wins the draw. There you go. Sabres continue to be the better team on faceoffs, and Clifton's going to be able to get it out to Benson, who will clear it all the way down. Krebs is going to hustle for it. He'll beat it out, and now the Sabres will finally have a little bit of offensive zone time hits are 22-8 in favor of the Sabres. So that is exactly what you wanted to see following a 6-game losing streak. You gotta be physical. Detroit, oh boy, breakout pass there. It was almost a breakaway, but I think that's Copy just lost it there. So Sabres get bailed out again, and a big hit by Connor Clifton to get the puck outside the zone. Cousins is going to backhand it all the way in. And Tyson Kozak gets crunched along the boards. Yogi Haru unable to keep it in there, and Power's going to have to race back for it, and he's not going to win that battle. But the puck bounces to Abe Kubel, and Yogi Haru runs into him and slides it over to Power, who's got to backhand it down the middle of the ice. Stretch pass there. Kozak wasn't able to get to it, but that'll do to get the puck outside the zone and to let Buffalo change up.
Nicholas Aube-Kubel just missing on a big hit there at center ice.
Yeah. He was going for it. That's what you want to see, too. That shows you they're not going to sit back here this period. That they're at least mentally there. We'll see if they actually follow through with it. There's a good block by Peterka in front of the Detroit goal, but Edmondson able to get the puck back, and Detroit carries it up and all the way down the ice. No icing there, so Bowen Byram will have plenty of time to sit and wait for Detroit to change. That one will go to Peterka, who slaps it all the way down. Oh, not Peterka.
That was
about Ryan Johnson again. Got to get used to these player builds. Very new to the squad here.
Who gave you this job?
Peterka behind the net here. Peterka fighting for it. Peterka, good job there, stick handling it away. Tuck to Peterka, and Peterka chips it just outside the zone. That one slapped right back in, but Detroit's going to go for a quick change, so Ryan Johnson will have a little bit of time, evades the hit, sends it over to Byram, and Byram is able to do a nice stretch pass there, and it's held onto by McLeod. McLeod to Greenway, back to, was that Jason Zucker? Yes, and that one's held onto, and we will have a whistle in at 15:59.
Jason Zucker on Hat-Trick Watch. Look at that big fan behind the Detroit Red Wings bench. I just have an eye for them. Gosh.
Golly. Got your eyes in the crowd tonight. Cool. What a chance there from Zucker, though. Again, on Hat-Trick Watch.
Yeah. At least this line's been getting going here tonight with a couple goals.
Right off the face-off, Clifton with a shot. That one doesn't hit the net, and Greenway taps it behind the Detroit bench. Sherratt is able to get it to the blue line, but not out. Slapped back in by Greenway, and now McLeod. McLeod, nice backhand to Zucker. Zucker to the point. Cousins, Benson on the ice after a change. Sabres are changing. Benson has a shooting lane. He'll take it. That one goes wide. Right off the glove. And Benson's going to fight for it behind the net. Nice little move there. And he keeps it in. Oh, backhanded in front of the net. Slid around there. And Clifton now at the point. Slides it down low. Benson unable to get that one on. Larkin trying to clear it. He's unable to. Now Benson has a little bit of room. Gets it back to the point to Yoki Haru. Yoki Haru, a patented clapper. That one goes wide. And Dylan Cousins gets taken down to the ice. No penalty call there, but he keeps the puck. It chips up, and Krebs is fighting for it, trying to get to the point, but Sherratt and the Detroit Red Wings will clear it. Cousins just misses, or not Cousins, Clifton just misses a big hit there. And Byram now will have plenty of time in his own end to cycle the puck around.
Okay, that's a really good response shift. I didn't see one single shift like that in the Colorado game where the Sabres were able to dominate in the offensive zone. Keep it there. Bottle them up. That didn't happen. And just as I say that, of course, the Sabres ice the puck. You can't be doing that.
But it does waste time, right? It wastes a lot of time when you can get those sustained offensive shifts in the third period up by multiple goals. Whether you score or not, it is wasting a lot of time and time not in your own end. So that's good.
Yeah, so 14:39 to go here in this third period, Cal. Still more work to do here for Buffalo.
Yep, looks like another icing after that face-off win, so we'll bring it right back in.
Just get another goal, Buffalo.
Has not been consistent this year. Got to start lighting the lamp soon. Again, that's kind of his whole game plan, right? Quinn's kind of your playmaker / sniper, and JJ is just a pure goal scorer, and he hasn't been doing that as of lately, and he has struggled on the power play. Tyson Kozak, 4 for 5 on faceoffs. How about that impact? But he gets tossed. So it looks like I put the announcer's jinx on him there. Oh, no, they took it back. Now he's going to stay in there. And he loses the faceoff anyway. So, whoops. Good stick there by Byram to break up a 1T for Detroit. Again, Malenstein going for those big checks along the blue line. Hits on that one, but Detroit, slips right behind. I think that's Power there, but good job by Abe Kubel to track the puck. And here come the Sabres, 3-on-3 back the other way with speed. And now we have a whistle. Is there a fight? Nope. Maybe a penalty?
Mm.
All right, another 2 minutes apiece penalty here. So we're going to have another 4-on-4. Clifton and Kopp both for roughing.
Well, at least we take off, or worse.
Tripping and interference. I guess that they must have just collided with each other or something, huh? Let's take a look at the replay here.
I don't really know how you get Connor Clifton for something.
Yeah, that's it. It looked like Clifton got into him at first, just a little bit. Then Clifton got taken down to the ice. Regardless, it's a 4-on-4, so that opens the ice. Probably plays to the Red Wings' benefit here, as they're desperately in need of a goal, so they'll be pushing the offense. Meanwhile, the Sabres will probably be sitting back. Anyway, Detroit wins the faceoff there, and they will set up a little bit of a rush here.
4-on-4 hockey. We always know Detroit loves to have less space or more space on the ice for their
Larkin, right in front of the net, still loose, and now Reimer's able to cover it up there.
Good opportunity immediately.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to Detroit break here.
Yeah. So, Cal, I asked you last stream. You didn't give me a real response. So I'm going to ask you here again. What's your social security number?
See, that's a good question. I think it's more fun for the
wait for me to write this down. Hold on. Wait for me to write this down. All right, I'm ready.
Ready. All right. So I think it's more of a good thing for the channel. If this is more of a recurring theme, so I'm not going to give you an answer on this one. I feel like it'd be more funny if it's just kind of like, you keep asking and like, maybe one day I'll give it. But, right now I think we'll keep that confidential.
So, folks, I'm going to make a deal with you to compel Cal to perform here, because there is an implicit contract, and I should know. I just studied this shit for 3 months.
He's a lawyer.
That's right. What? No, not yet. Haven't passed, diddly squat. But guys, we got to induce forbearance here. I was promised that I'd get his social security number. In exchange, with that social security number, I could do things such as hack his identity, spend endless amounts on his credit cards tied to his name. Like, I was promised these things, and I'm not getting them. And we have to find a way to enforce this promise. This is promissory estoppel, folks.
I think this did happen, but then Jaden stepped in and made you sign an NDA about releasing this information. So I think that's what really kind of helped me out there. So Jaden came in clutch with his lawyering skills and
enforce it. I want to see you try and enforce it, Jaden. Hop on stream and tell me how bad you're going to enforce it against me. What are you going to do to me?
It's up to Jaden to do that one, but we pop back here at the KBC. Again, the rockin' KBC looks unfortunately half empty tonight, but that's what happens when you're on a 6-game losing streak.
And you're on a 14-year playoff drought.
Yeah. Anyway, Cousins with the defensive zone faceoff wins that one back to Byram. Byram slides it behind the Sabres net to Ryan Johnson. Again, trusting Ryan Johnson, a lot of high key moments here, the 4-on-4s. Bowen Byram now slides it in. Byram backhands it to Greenway. Greenway falls down. He tries to stay with it. Pops right back to his feet. And Detroit ends up getting it here. But Larkin loses it in his skates, and Ryan Johnson's going to beat him to the puck. Larkin's all over Johnson. They got to be careful. Quick turn up by Johnson, though. Nice play there to beat out Larkin. And now Cousins brings it to the blue line and finds a wide open Byram crashing along the outsides. Now Byram's going to allow the Sabres to change. He's just going to pin the puck. And he takes a tripping call there, and that's going to be a penalty. An offensive zone tripping call on Bowen Byram, and Detroit will have a 4-on-3 power play for a minute.
Of course. Oh, man.
Terrible penalty to take. That's the second offensive zone. And that's tough, too. He hits the skate, and it just kind of bends there. That looked interesting.
Well, this is exactly what Detroit needs. 4-on-3. I told you they like their space, and this is exactly where I can see a team like Detroit hurting you.
See that Detroit fan lurking on the penalty box there.
Don't go to pro se, folks. Just call Don. Negligence per se. Is that what you're trying to reference there? Fonlade is going to become one of those big-time judges when he's done with law school.
I heard you got a deal in place to already be the predecessor of Judge Judy.
See, if I did, I couldn't speak about something like that. That's a hypothetical deal. True. I'm not gonna comment on that. Not right now. Ooh, look at these next 3 games, Cal. Oh boy. Oh.
Rangers, Capitals, Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs game could go either way. You never know. Capitals is going to be tough, but is Ovechkin back yet? I don't think he's back yet, right? But he is skating.
It doesn't matter. The Capitals are currently second in the Metro right now without Ovechkin.
And then the Rangers have been a dumpster fire. Hopefully they will lose tonight, help the Sabres out in the standings. And then that's a huge game. All of a sudden, I mean, if you lose that, you're all the way back down. If you win that, you're right back in the playoff mix. So if the Sabres can hang on tonight and beat the Rangers on Wednesday, we're talking about a completely different situation than if they lose tonight and lose Wednesday. So huge swing for the Sabres. Again, a desperate time in their season. But Detroit wins the faceoff. Again, 4-on-3. They're going to get some chances on this one for sure. A ton of ice in the offensive zone here. Sabres just have to play that pinch style deep triangle defense. They're right in front of Reimer, and he makes the glove save. Good job there. He holds on to it. Still 48 seconds to go here.
Let me know when you're going to replay so I can get synced up. I'm a bit ahead of you.
Going to replay now.
Cool. All right, we should be synced up, little guy.
All right, perfect.
We're good.
It's always the hardest part because every time we go to intermission, it gets all out of sync too because other stuff comes on and.
Yeah, absolutely, folks. You guys just don't understand. It's so bad.
Such a pain. It's just the worst. But anyway, Detroit wins the faceoff again. Patrick Kane, and that one's a chest save by Reimer. So Detroit doing exactly what they should be doing here, just getting shots on the net. Reimer putting big saves up back-to-back here. Still 41 seconds to go, though. So again, if you're Detroit, just keep peppering them. Even if you waste 5 seconds, that's a chance.
Yeah, good opportunity again, but Reimer saw that all the way, and this time he was able to track the puck. I'm not gonna compliment Reimer in any way at this point. Too soon. It's too soon.
Larkin gets tossed from the face-off circle, and Patrick Kane will win that face-off.
Of course he does.
Yep.
Why is Dylan Cousins
right now? There's a slapper. That one goes wide, and unfortunately, it doesn't take a huge bounce. So Detroit able to keep it in the zone.
They all thought
there's another one right off the goal post, and that one goes out of play. So 24 seconds to go here, and the Sabres will get some new bodies on the ice.
That's Patrick Kane's 3rd post of the game.
Oh,
I think.
Oh yeah, just doinked it there. Had that top corner open again. Owen Power guarding the pass, giving Reimer the lane to face the shot.
Reimer taking up literally nothing in the net here. All right. Jordan Greenway.
Larkin gets tossed again, so Patrick Kane will walk in. Oh, yep. Patrick Kane will walk in the faceoff dot, this time against Jordan Greenway.
Can you win a faceoff, Jordan?
Nope. Patrick Kane wins that faceoff, and Greenway pinched, so now Detroit has a little bit of space. Nice. And a huge hit by Detroit. Somebody got leveled in the defensive zone, but the Sabres were able to get the puck all the way down the ice. That was vicious. Do they have nobody wants to fight? Let's see who got hit there. I don't know who it was. The Sabres helmet's on the ice.
Oof, that was brutal.
1 second, and now we have a 5-on-4 as 2 guys go out of the penalty box, Clifton being one of them. That's not necessarily a guy you want out there on the penalty kill. We got 2 defenders, not 3, so that's fine. That shot gets tipped up and out of play. So 48 seconds to go. Let's take a replay look at that big hit. Let's see who got drilled. Hopefully they're okay. Greenway obviously chatting it up here. No fights out of this one, though.
Lucas Raymond was the one who put the hit out? Are you serious? That little guy?
Jeez. Every time somebody says Lucas Raymond, I think Lucas Ruzak. Oh, is that Bryson?
Oh,
no. I don't know. Who was it? Yeah, Jacob Bryson got flattened.
He made the play.
It was Sider who put the hit on.
Ooh, that's a nasty little hit, too. Prime contact.
Yeah. And Larkin had to go in.
Oh, Larkin, you piece of crap. Let them do it.
Oh, that was an elbow. I mean, he put the elbow to his head. He kept it in. He didn't extend it, but that's...
Principal point of contact was the helmet there, the head area. Yeah. Maybe he'll get a call tomorrow from Timu Solani.
There's a chance. Sabres clear the zone again. So 30 seconds to go as Detroit carries it up into the neutral zone. Jacob Bryson right back out there. He don't care. Unaffected. The absolute beast of a man. Jacob Bryson gets the puck, slaps it, but can't clear it off. And now Detroit back to the point. It's loose out in front. And now it gets cleared by Ryan McLeod, but held in by the Red Wings. That goes off a stick and out of the zone. And it looks like the Sabres are going to kill off this penalty. Great job by the penalty kill all night long so far. 5 seconds to go in this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. And Bowen Byram outside the box.
Nice. Great kill, boys. Great kill.
Good stick there. I think that's Yoki Haru. Oh my goodness. Yoki Haru stole the puck on the far board there. And Tage Thompson is able to regroup. And he'll bring it up to the neutral zone with some speed. Around 1, around 2, he gets it down low to Zucker. Zucker now peels back, gets it to the point. Yoki Haru puts a shot on net. It's loose in front. No one knows where it is. I guess it went out of play as they blow the whistle with 10:47 to go.
Flucked it out of play by Tage Thompson there. He kind of just held his stick out in front and it took a clean swipe up. Henry Yoki Haru, he's just looking for that goal again. Or no, he didn't score. It was Zach Benson who scored the first one. I was kidding, guys.
We love Yoki Haru. Yoki Haru's turned into the new Bryson, and Bryson's turned into the new Yoki Haru.
It's almost like they're the same players.
Bryson has become tolerable, while Yoki Haru becomes me flinching every time he touches the puck and hoping nothing goes wrong. Anyway.
Henry Yoki Haru, I don't think I've ever felt more rage at a player since Jacob Bryson against the New York Islanders that one night.
Jacob Bryson was brutal the last couple of years, but this year he's stepped it up. I mean, credit to him for really stepping it up here in a dire situation. This defensive core is lackluster at best without Dahlin.
Yeah, but Kevin Adams, he's really trying, Cal. Never
he's working
forget.
the phones. Yeah, keep it in mind. Bowen Byram now gets the puck, and he's going to slide up to Peterka, gets up the red line, gets cross-checked to the ground, dumps it down, and there is no penalty.
None.
Fans are booing. They want a call. They're not going to get one. Peyton Krebs and the rest of that Sabres. I guess I'll call it the second line. I don't know for sure. Reimer way out of his net, gets pulled to the point. There's a shot, and that one will be held by Reimer. So good job by Reimer here so far in this third period.
Cool. All right. We did good. Good defense, boxing them out, you know. I'm not going to say, well, that's a funny name. Who is the goalie tonight for the Red Wings? It was Ville Husso. Now it's Sebastian Cossa. The first guy got pulled.
Rangers are still down 2-1 with less than 2 minutes to go.
Womp womp. Maybe.
Hopefully that stays, but knowing our luck, we'll probably go to overtime.
Knowing the high-end talent currently on New York, Artemi Panarin cannot let that happen.
Yeah.
They are booing so loud at MSG right now with 3 to go. Even the announcer had to bring it up.
Oof.
And they're booing, and they're 14-11 right now. Sabres fans would be backflipping, rejoicing, setting off pom-poms if we were 14-11. But again...
Did you say pom-poms or palm trees?
I see what you did there.
Maybe both.
Maybe both, yeah. Cal, if we do go to a game, we got to bring out the inflatable palm trees, sir.
Oh, 100%. I might get kicked out if I go to a game right now.
Do we know if Kevin Adams goes to every single game? He sits up in the...
I don't know, but if he does, we got to find his box.
I'll be like, hey, you. I know you. This isn't a destination city. It's pretty warm outside. Palm trees are able to grow
me
here.
and Don and Dictator Nick once sat right next to Jason Botterill during an interview. We could have told him anything.
We could have shouted obscenities, and all of TSN would have heard.
But at the time, he wasn't as bad. He was almost about to make the move to extend Skinner, which was a universal decision at the time. I mean, I don't think
universally
anyone was too mad
bad.
about that.
Well, universally good. I remember being a little. Sawyer says, if you go to a game, make sure to vlog. Yeah.
I will. I'll make a vlog next time I go. I'm planning on going to Foxborough the last week of the season for the Bills game. I don't know for sure. Again, if that game has zero significance for seeding, I might not. But I'm planning right now to go. Nice little trip on my break, and I will vlog it if I go.
That's a long drive, man.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it'll be a nice little trip and a half. Get to check out Rhode Island, too, because it's right there. Detroit gets a shot on the point. Good. Toe save, and it gets behind Reimer, and they score. 9:33 to go. It's a 1-goal game. Just
Knew
like
that one was coming. Panic. 9:33. Oh, there's so much time left in this game. Great job, fourth line. I'm so glad you're able to clear it the first and second chances you had. Andrew Kopp with the goal for Detroit.
Yeah, right off Abe Kubel's stick. Ryan Johnson there, unable to tie it up twice, and Reimer just out of his net, too far out of his net, and it slides behind him. No defender there to cover up.
Would have loved to see Bo Byron maybe tie his man up in front. How many times we're going to see a guy fail to tie up his man?
Second goal of the night for Kopp, his 7th of the season. Oh, here we go. Pressure's on. Sabres only up by 1 now with 9:30 to go in the third. Detroit wins the faceoff, and they're going to tip it into the Sabres end. No icing. Henry Jokiharju. No one else I'd want to have the puck right now in this tense moment. Tips it out, and the Sabres, almost had a chance there. Ryan McLeod now gets it out and into the Detroit end, but that'll be tapped all the way back down. That's going to be an icing, so Sabres will get to regroup here.
Cal, you said it was a tense moment, but I don't feel anything right now. I feel literally nothing.
Like I'm as nervous as that gets right now, you know. And there it is. The New York Rangers lose another game, 2-1
against the Chicago Blackhawks. That's a pretty bad loss. That's really bad.
A lot of Rangers fans or Yankees fans too, as it gets split up there, and rough weekend for that group of people. But anyway, Sabres offensive zone faceoff. Ryan McLeod, their best faceoff guy, wins it back to Jason Zucker. Zucker has a lane. He takes a shot. That one goes.
That hit off the post. The crossbar, I think.
Out of play. Oof.
Yeah, that clipped crossbar, and he's currently yapping at himself. Can't believe that he didn't score that last
Could have been the hat trick. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah. Straight off the bar.
Oh, the goalie had no idea. Shifted over, gave him the whole side of the net, and he just missed it.
Could that come back to hurt him?
It definitely could. We've seen this in multiple games before. The Sabres have a couple chances in the third. They're unable to finish on them, and all of a sudden they lose the game. So we'll see Tage Thompson in the first line out there for this offensive zone draw. Thompson doesn't win that one, and all of a sudden Detroit's back the other way with a quick 3-on-3. Good defensive step up there from Henry Jokiharju. Power now behind everyone. He clears it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing.
What's the point of that?
Hey, yeah, I don't know. Exactly.
Talk about the good side. What about the good from Owen Power? That one. Who was that reported that absolutely roasted Power?
I think it was either Mike Harrington or Lance Lysowski. They both were going off during that press conference, which was funny.
Have you seen any good? Says in a snarky ass tone.
Well, have you seen the good side? I mean,
he was so snarky, so dismissive during that entire press conference.
He looks defeated. It's either there's an internal cap and he can't do anything, or he's just given up. I mean,
I think he's just given up, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, let's just all back away from the puck, guys. Yep, Peterka, just keep doing it.
Yep. Now Power behind the net again. Sabres are starting to feel the heat again. That was a tricky goal to let up because now it's a 1-goal game and it gets deflected into a bench, so the Sabres will be able to get a change, much needed. And we'll head, no commercial break. So 8:31 to go here.
Lord Almighty. Can we do a Hail Mary live on stream?
Sabres have a golden opportunity to get 2 coaches fired in consecutive games. That is true. Will they, though? Probably not, because this team cannot hold the lead, and we're seeing it again tonight. 8:31 to go here. Defensive zone faceoff again, but with a new group of players out there. It's like Krebs on the faceoff. Looked like he won that one, and that one's going to get cleared all the way down, but no icing there. It gets held up at the blue line.
By the linesman, maybe.
Yep, and now they slap it the rest of the way in, and that one's going to go to a far corner. It looks like Zach Benson's going to be the first one there, and he does get on the puck. Benson now good work behind the net. That's where he thrives, behind the net. He's a sneaky player back there.
No, not that
one
time.
Pops out, and Detroit's going to be able to hold on to that one. Hole on the offside.
8 minutes for 15 minutes. Yeah. It's going to be this better go by fast.
Detroit now, Jacob Bryson takes this guy to the ground, but Detroit keeps it in, and you can just sense another Detroit goal's coming here, can't you? They're cycling it around. There's the point shot tip, but wide. And now Connor Clifton showing off that speed. Go, Clifton, go. He passes it up to Cousins, and Malenstein now comes in with a shot. That one goes up and not out of play. So Detroit will be able to regroup behind their own net. Sabres fourth line out there again. Malenstein now keeps that one in. Oh, he gets hit in the face. That's got to be a penalty. It's not unreal.
Nope.
No call there.
Nope. Can't have good things in this world, Cal.
Anyway, Sabres, and I don't know if Malenstein went to the bench or not. I don't see him right now. I see Kozak and Abe Kubel out there as the forwards. Let's see, and Greenway's out there now, so Malenstein right to the bench after that hit. And now the Detroit Red Wings, almost an own goal there. As Greenway got a stick on that one, putting it back to the goalie. This time the Sabres clear it, and not going to go for a change now. Some players will. Abe Kubel peels back to complete the change. So 6:50 to go here in this one. Again, Greenway's been out there a while now, and he's going to have to kind of double shift here until Malenstein gets back. Greenway now along the boards, and he'll do a cross-ice pass there, a nice find. I think that's Owen Power. Just kept in there by Peterka. Peterka gets a shot on, and that gets blocked. And oh boy, here comes Detroit back the other way. A little bit slower than expected, and McLeod's able to get back. But now they're going to have a lane. They shoot one. Oh no! Oh my goodness, James Reimer back-to-back saves there. He does not look too confident with himself right now, but he's keeping the puck in front of him for the time being. 6:15 to go in this one. Detroit right back in the zone. Lack of defense here. JJ Peterka trying. Finally giving up there. Luckily for the Sabres, and Tage Thompson's just going to skate it to some open ice and chip it the rest of the way down.
You can feel the panic in this team. The mental
you can 100%
fragility.
feel it.
Until they win, I think. It's just, and now it gives it away. Jesus Christ.
But back in the Sabres end here, so Connor Clifton with 5:48 to go. It's a little bit of time. Shifts it to Tage Thompson. Thompson with some speed. Got to get a shot on here. Takes a toe drag, and he follows his opportunity there, and he's going to have the puck in the corner. You got to get it to someone. Can't give it up there. Good job getting it to Benson. Benson now downloaded, tucking on Sabres lines. Kind of messed up now with Malenstein. That one looked offsides, but it wasn't. Bowen Byram gets the puck to the net. Popped right over top, but didn't find a Sabres bounce. Now Detroit is able to escape that situation and get it outside the zone. No offsides there. A tricky entrance again.
Too much
Krebs
space.
now behind the net. Krebs gets it to Benson. Benson just has enough on it to get it outside the zone. The Sabres will be able to complete that change. Again, lines are getting funky here with 5 minutes to go. Just over 5 minutes.
Well, the nerves are starting to come back.
Oh, they are. You can feel it, especially with the Rangers losing. This is a big 2 points.
You can
Detroit
get
gets
it
in, no icing. Malenstein, a nice hit. And again, that's what happens. When you know a guy's coming at you for a hit, you get out of the way. But it doesn't matter because Power was unable to clear it. And now he has it again. Yoki Haru now behind the net. Oh boy, what could go wrong? And Cousins, again, what could go wrong? Backhands it out, and Detroit will gather the puck behind their own net. So the Sabres do a good job clearing it there. 4:30 to go in this one. Time's a ticking. Detroit's running out of time. That one's tipped. And back all the way, and that's going to be an icing.
Oh, my God.
Bad icing.
That's a really bad icing. Careless with the puck, folks. Careless. Jacob mother effing Bryson. I said it in the video. He just passes it to spaces on the ice, not to a man in particular, just spaces.
Yeah.
God. And why is Henry Jokiharju... Why before is Henry Jokiharju just getting burned by Alex DeBrincat? Why is he pinching in his own zone at the blue line? How?
Detroit wins the faceoff. Again, Sabres just playing pinch defense here. I don't know if that's... And they score! Far circle screenshot. Oh, my goodness. It's 5-5. You could feel it coming from a mile away. And here we go again.
Are they going to lose? Are they going to lose? Is this really happening?
Sider again, the Sabres killer. Does it again.
Holy crap.
Sabres fourth line out there again, playing pinch defense. Just terrible. They just find a shooting lane, and Reimer just terrible job. 5 goals against.
You have to save that if you're James Reimer.
Jeez.
Now that one's really on James. That's terrible. Yeah. That is really bad. That is really, really effing bad. If we lose a 7th straight here, I don't know. Folks, do you want to rant? I don't know if I have energy anymore for a Sabres rant. I've already done 2 this year.
And the Sabres know it too. They can feel the pressure again. Detroit on a losing streak too, but the Sabres one more game and they just you can feel the doom coming. Now Detroit has all the momentum with 4:08 to go in this one.
You can't make this stuff up. Another game where you've blown a multi-goal lead in the 3rd period. This is terrible.
No icing there. Back in the Detroit end. And Sabres got to get at least one more opportunity here.
This is unbelievable, folks.
Detroit takes it to center ice, and they are pass it to nobody, but he was across the red line, so it will be no icing there. Bowen Byram with some speed. This is where you can really use Dahlin here to eat up minutes at the end of games. It's also a big reason. Byram carries it and he backhands it down low, but no Sabre player was there. And now Detroit will regroup and they'll bring it up the ice.
Just, you need a spark somewhere, right?
Yeah.
This is a game where they have to get 2 points from. It's inexcusable. 100%. Against Detroit, against another team that's a fellow struggler, you can't.
Cousins now has a little bit of space, tries to get it in. Oh, my goodness.
Missed him.
Terrible there. And now it jumps right by, oh, my goodness. Power and Yoki Haru couldn't chase it down, but a good job by Power to knock his guy off the puck. But again, a pass can't hit the Sabres on their stick. And luckily for them, Detroit dumps it back down to Power behind his own net.
The Boo Birds are starting to slip out, Cal.
Yeah. Sabres, another turnover now at center ice. Again, this team is just full of panic. They cannot close out games. It's all a mental thing.
I haven't seen a team this mentally soft.
Oh, it's bad.
Since the Buffalo Sabres.
Red Wings, great job there. Who else but Jason Zucker to cut away a 1T, and he gets dragged to the ground.
Come on!
No penalty. How is that not a penalty?
And the fans are furious.
And there is a penalty. Oh, very
Thank you.
Call.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. How late did you want to call that one?
He really waited. Now he's yapping at the Detroit. That's such a penalty. How can you deny that?
Great job by Jason Zucker to draw that one. And if I'm Detroit, I'm equally as mad. How do you wait that long to call the penalty? I mean, Buffalo's already having another opportunity before they blew it dead. An absolute joke by the referees. But finally, the Sabres get another power play. And there's only 2:19 to go. So unless they give up a shorty, they'll at least get 1 point tonight, which, again, I don't care that Detroit's in the playoff race with you. That doesn't matter. You need 2 points. You need points. So it is what it is. You got to get 2 here. Hopefully they score on this power play. But what a game from Jason Zucker. 2 goals, draws that penalty there. It broke. I mean, that probably would have been a goal on the other end of the ice there if he didn't break up that pass. And he brings it with speed. And yeah, big penalty there. I think they called him either tripping or interference. It could have been either. These are 2 of the weakest willed teams ever, Cal. Yeah. It is bad. It is bad out here. And again, the Sabres have got to make some trades to get better. You have a core there. You have some veteran players. Just make a couple of moves. Kevin Adams, we are begging you. Make a couple of moves. Do something to help this team out. They're right there. The East is so weak this year. They're right there. Just make a couple of moves. You can't wait till the deadline. It's going to be too late. Make some moves. I don't care if you have to give up prospects that sit in Rochester and lose 8-0 every game. I don't care. That is your rant, folks. Cal, I mean, it's getting easy. It's getting easy to make these rants, right? Because it's just the same thing every time. There's no change. I mean, you're right. Again, Kevin Adams, he cannot. I don't want to hear any more effing excuses from this joker, this clown. I got so much flack in my draft video complaining about how the Sabres took their number 1 pick in the draft, their round 1 pick. Oh, and people are like, terrible. Don, there's so much time. It takes 2 to tango. It takes 2 to make a trade. With each passing day, I look better and better. And some of these clowns in our comment section just poor times. Did not age well. These are not aging well. Here we go. Biggest power play of the game. Cousins on the offensive draw. He gets bounced from it, probably for a good thing because he never wins those. Thompson slides in, though. He's not very good at faceoffs either. Tonight he's been okay, and he wins that one. But the point guy, Power, doesn't pinch, and it gets cleared down the ice. So what do you know? Again, Sabres can't be over-aggressive on this power play. Again, you have about a 19-second difference from the power play clock and the regulation clock. So most likely go to OT if you don't score in this power play. Anyway, Tage Thompson brings it into the Detroit end. And it goes all the way to the corner. Again, the Sabres power play has just been so bad. Cousins gets interfered with, or Thompson gets interfered with there, no call, and it gets slid all the way back into the Sabres end. Power now tries to bring it up. Again, with Dahlin not on the power play, it also makes it a struggle. But, and a giveaway by Tuck there. This team is so nervous. There's a shot on Reimer. And the fans are booing bad right now. I mean, Power just can't get a breakout pass to save his life. Now he drop passes it. Just to JJ Peterka, not the guy you want bringing the puck up the ice. He finds a little bit of space, and he just throws it to an open wing. Nobody's there, and now the Sabres will have to regroup yet again. Tuck brings it in now. You got to get this set up at least. I mean, come on. This is a bad penalty kill unit. This is one of the worst in the league, Cal. Yep. Slapped into Peterka. He gets stripped, and it's dumped all the way down the ice with 50 seconds to go.
This
They
is
haven't even got a shot
embarrassing.
yet.
Get your effing heads in the game. Where's the urgency? Where's the drive? You want to win?
First time goalie in net. Peterka now gets it to Benson. Down to Peterka. Peterka slides it over to McLeod. McLeod to complete missed communication, and Detroit gets it, and they slap it all the way back down in the Sabres' end.
But are they playing for a point right now? What's the
sure
point?
Looks like it. Byram gets it back. Drop pass here with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Peterka's been out there for the entirety of it. I don't know why. Benson down to Peterka. Peterka backhands it around. And finally, after a minute and 50 seconds, the Sabres get it set up. Byram up top to Krebs. Good pass to McLeod. Byram back down low. Peterka
No shot.
hands on another one. He had
fan
half the
on
net
it
open.
again.
They cycle it back in. You got to be careful here in front. Oh, off the side of the net. I thought it went in for a second. And now with 13 seconds to go, Detroit's going to have a chance back the other way, but now they won't. If you're the Sabres, take it back, get your point. Take it back, get your point. 7 seconds to go, 6, 5, 4, and they will. 5-5. Are you ready for another overtime? That's 2 streams in a row, baby. Unreal.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Give me an absolute break. That was the least threatening power play I've ever seen. Disgusting.
Both teams on the edge of breaking their losing streaks. Again, Sabres could really use 2 points here. I don't care that you gave a point to Detroit. It's way too early in the season to care about any of that. Detroit's not in a spot right now. It doesn't matter. You have to get 2 points here, though, on them. So we'll see. Again, as we had a commercial break, quick reminder in the chat. If you guys are new here, leave a like, subscribe, all that. And also no spoilers in overtime. I won't be checking chat for overtime just in case. Just because, again, 1 goal ends the game. So I'm not gonna be checking chat here. But again, thank you guys for joining this on another very exciting Sabres game and another defensive collapse late in the game. There's just no confidence. You need veteran players on this team. We know that. Kevin Adams has to make some calls and make some moves. But anyway, Sabres in overtime have not been good recently. Back-to-back losses in overtime. But with this core group of players, they have been solid in the past. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so we always find a way, right, Cal, to give up a loose man in front of the net, can't tie a stick up, and it's spanked into a wide open net. I can't wait for that to happen here again and for fans to throw shit on the ice. I really can't wait. And that 5th goal, how does Reimer, he just totally whiffs with the glove hand. That's embarrassing.
This is bad.
That's
Again,
terrible.
Devin Levi might be up sooner than later. As we
I don't know if he's saving that,
Cal.
Cal. This would be a 7-5 Detroit game if Devin Levi were in net. Given the way
Vince
he was
says
playing
power
before he got
is so
sent down.
bad. Yeah. He's struggled this year. Again, he's very good offensively so far this year, but defense has not been his strong suit. We'll see what the Sabres can do here. Again, spoiler alert, Bryson and Yoki Haru will be back out there for OT. If we go to a shootout, the lineup would easily be Bryson, Yoki Haru, Owen Power, Dylan Cousins, right?
Why Dylan Cousins is out there for the first faceoff? He lost it. Are you surprised?
Now it's all the way back in the Detroit end, and Detroit gets it up again. Sabres putting a lot of pressure on here, and they get the puck back, and they give it away. And what do we got? An offsides call here? There's a whistle.
Yeah, there was an offsides. Dylan Cousins touched it up very, very wisely. Get him off the ice. Get his ass off the ice.
Still out there for the faceoff. Now he's getting pulled. There you go.
Get there.
Ryan McLeod out there to take the faceoff against Dylan Larkin. It's going to be a tough matchup for him.
Can tell you already.
And Larkin wins the faceoff, and Detroit will have the puck here 3-on-3. Oh, I do not want to go to sleep angry again tonight. I do not want to do it. Come on, Sabres. Get us a win here.
Oh, this call is about to end. No way. No way. No, we got less than a minute. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is terrible. No. No.
We didn't reset. Okay, we're going to leave. We'll be right back.
Circuit now, holding on to the puck, plays it to the outside into some space here for Cousins. Crosses the blue line, leaves it for Power on the backhander. Thought about cutting to the front of the net. Now all alone in the corner, gets checked. No stick.
Loses a stick. Yeah, get it back.
Plays it back to Cousins.
Paterka, what are you doing? Why are you keeping it in?
Oh, they took out a man behind the play. 2-on-2 going the other way. Edvinsson will pull up at the blue line, turn around. No arms up from the referees, so the Sabres got lucky there. Paterka now coming off for a line change.
Why was Paterka keeping that in the zone? You had a guy with no stick. Regroup.
Brutal decision making. Just panicky. Oh, and Detroit's going to ice the puck here. Yep. Misplaced pass, 2:31 to go in overtime. We apologize, folks. We lost track of, where we're in the Google Meet, but we should be good for the rest of the stream. I apologize profusely for not catching, but
look at that. Face-offs won 35-27 in favor of Detroit. That number has shifted significantly in Detroit's favor from the third period on.
McLeod wins the face-off here to Bo Byram now. To the outside, Jason Zucker.
On hat-trick watch.
He's going to pull back now. Leaves it there for McLeod. Turns the puck over in the center ice. Now strips it away. McLeod, one-on-one! Off the post! Inside of the post. He was one-on-one with Kosa. Hits the post. Sabres keep the puck, though. Byram up the near side. Outside for Zucker. In the Detroit zone. Zucker trying to find a lane. Gets checked off here by Byram. He's got to be careful now. No one playing defense at the moment for the Sabres. Byram under serious pressure here from Dylan Larkin. They take it all the way back. Larkin steals it away from Byram. Larkin to the corner now. He'll play it to an open wing. Detroit controls it now at center ice here. Lucas Raymond looking for the hat trick himself. Taking it inside to the back post. Pass picked off. Sabres have a couple men forward, but don't take advantage of it. Now they will. 2-on-1 here. Thompson holds. Thompson drops it to Power. Plays it to an open corner. Miscommunication there with McLeod.
McLeod's got to get off the ice. He's dead. He does. Why are we passing it there?
To Power. He loses control of the puck to Lucas Raymond, and he'll go behind his own net.
Oh, my goodness.
A minute to go now in overtime. Tied at 5 still. Moritz Seider taking the puck from Raymond. Goes forward with the puck. Drops it there. They'll control it at the neutral zone. Seider again drops it back to JT Compher. Compher watched here by Tuck. He loses control of it. Tuck first on the task. Goes to the corner. Now behind the net. Tuck looking for a man out front. He'll spin it to the to the far side.
Oh, boy.
Cousins holding on to it. At the boards, drops it. Open point. Tuck in front. Pass couldn't get all the way through. Detroit takes the rebound. They'll control it now. 25 seconds to go here. Curling around his own net. Detroit. Whoa. Oh. How's that offsides? 16 seconds. 15. One last rush maybe here for Detroit. Going forward. Across the blue line, it's Compher. No shot there from Edvinsson. Now gets it to the side of the net. Compher, back post, one-timer found on. 4 seconds left. Byram. Oh, he can't get the breakaway pass as the buzzer sounds. Folks, we are going to a shootout.
How did McLeod not score that breakaway? Had him beat backhand. It's the inside of the post, and luck is just not on the Sabres side. James Reimer's going to have to win it for the Sabres in the shootout. Man, oh, man, I don't know if we got this one. What a heartbreaking overtime segment there.
Wow.
I cannot believe it. I mean, it was over right there. McLeod one-on-one with the goalie. Man, oh, man. And now we have to go to a shootout. Again, predict the shootout lineup right now. Who would you put?
Well, I would probably go Paterka, Tuck, and then I'd hate to say it, Owen Power.
Really? Okay. I would start with Thompson. Yeah. I think he's a good shooter there. And then, I mean, Paterka's been playing so bad, but he's a good in the shootout. And Owen Power is honestly a pretty good option in the shootout. Tage Thompson leaning over the bench, so he'd probably be first up if the Sabres shoot first. And in the shootout, they're highlighting JJ Paterka this year. Had the game winner against Calgary, went short side against Dan Vladar.
Do we trust James Reimer to make a save here, Cal?
No, I don't know. Keep in mind the goalie on the other end of the ice. This is first NHL action, so
yeah. Well,
the nerves are pumping here. The Sabres need this one.
Why is he laughing on the bench right now? There's Derek Lalonde. He's pacing right now. He is nervous. This could be his career. Or not his career. This could be his coaching tenure in Detroit. It could be up after tonight. Yeah. So who's going to shoot first here?
First. I don't know about that decision, but Tage Thompson will be the first guy. Here we go. Tage Thompson in the shootout. Let's see what he does here. He usually comes in with speed and just tries to snipe it far side. Here he comes in the shootout. Yeah. Tage Thompson comes in with some speed outside. He's going to try to snipe it. No, he goes backhand and gets shut down. I don't know what he's doing there. You got to shoot the puck. Oh, yeah. Brutal start to the shootout for the Sabres.
And it's Lucas Raymond. He's been killing us all night, Cal. Shooting just under 50%. I can't.
Don't know what Tage was trying to do there. I guess they got a book on this guy that he's not good with the backhands, but he stopped both of them so far. So here comes Lucas Raymond to put the Red Wings in the lead in the shootout. He goes far side, cuts in front. He's going to try to snipe it, goes backhand, it scores. James Reimer, a weak attempt there to stop that one. Jeez Louise.
They're actually going to blow this, Cal. They are actually going to blow this. What do you mean there wasn't much room, Rob? Reimer totally bit. JJ.
Terrible job by James Reimer there. He's been brutal all game.
Here comes Peterka.
Come on, JJ. We need you here. We need a goal. JJ Peterka, here he comes. He's coming in with not a lot of speed. He's going slow. He's going to try to deke here. Looking for the short side shot. Doesn't find it. Now he goes backhand and no good. The Sabres just, I don't know what they're doing. You have to shoot the puck. What are we trying to do with these little dekes? Terrible job by Peterka again.
Ran out of room, Cal. He had him. They're booing already. They already know what's coming.
Yep.
It's probably Dylan Larkin.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to lose again.
It's Patrick Kane. Fuck me. It's Patrick Kane. I don't want to. No.
Here comes Patrick Kane.
Oh! I'm sorry, Cal. We missed it.
All right. Yep, missed it next. So the Sabres need a goal and a save, though, unfortunately.
I'm a little bit ahead of you, Cal.
Okay.
He was trying to go glove side. I think Reimer got a piece of it with the glove there. The game is down to Alex Tuck. Sabres can lose 7 right here. It's down to Alex Tuck. Takes the puck, going up the far side with speed on the forehand. Scores! Alex Tuck extends the game for now. Still got another shooter.
That's what you had to do. The whole shootout. Just shoot the puck on this guy. I don't know why they're trying to deke like that. And now the Sabres are probably going to lose, though, because we'll see if James Reimer can make a save. I'm already getting the bag ready.
It's Dylan Larkin. It's the captain. He's got to end a 6-game slide here for Detroit. Here comes Larkin with speed. Now slows down. Fake scores. It's over. The Sabres have lost 7 straight, folks. Detroit will get
James Reimer, please leave my team. What a joke of a performance.
It's brutal. It is absolutely brutal. Cal, Jaden, stay on for a little bit after the stream. I have to show something to you guys, and it's not my peen, but
oh, James Reimer, what a joke.
I literally can't.
He just sprawls. I mean, that's Mickey Mouse goaltending right there. A terrible job from James Reimer. And again, I don't know why the Sabres just didn't shoot. They should have scored all 3 times there in the shootout, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for joining here. Stupid post against Sabres just cannot seem to get lucky, but they get a point. And as mid as the East has been, they got to beat the Rangers on Wednesday, and they'll honestly be right back in it. So a big point to get, but again, another collapse from this absolute soft team.
The Sabres are now 0-4-3. So, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. So, are they gone?
Unfortunate there, but Jason Zucker continues to be a good player for this team, and again, we're just a couple of trades away from being a competent team. But a GM that can't get it done is going to kill us again.
No, now Detroit's only 1 point back of us in the standings. Great. I love it. I just love it. Just butter me up and tell me I'm a good boy again, Buffalo. Do it.
Couple OT losses in the skid, though, so it keeps them hanging on here in the playoff race. Montreal's still tied with Anaheim. But we go to the conference here, and the Sabres, if you add a point, they are up to 26 points. So they are only 3 points out with one extra game played on the Rangers. So that whole bottom wild card is still up for grabs. So again, they blew the game again, whatever, but they got a point. So we can at least take something out of this one. You face a really downward spiraling Rangers team on Wednesday. If you can get that win, you can certainly get right back in the playoff race. So we'll see what they do Wednesday. Again, that's when you got to break that losing streak. And as far as the losing streak goes, again, you're on to number 7, but you got points in a lot of those, which is something they haven't been able to do in years prior. So that's big. And we could complain all we want about not getting the full 2 points, but we'll take a point, and you're still not out of it. But still some glaring issues.
Even if you have belief in this team, it's clear they need a shakeup. They are stale. They are so stale. How do you not think they need a change up? How do you not think that?
Kevin, open your eyes, said Captain Gordon or Lieutenant Gordon in the Batman. Open your eyes. Yes, Kevin, do it.
It's clear
please.
as day.
No goaltending. You go from 5-3. This is yet another game where the Sabres have blown it after being up by multi-goal lead. So take that as you will. Thank the Lord that Buffalo sucks. Golly. God. I literally can't. I literally can't.
It's brutal. It is brutal. I got the end of the next game on right now. 40 seconds tie game, so that'll be a fun one to watch at the end here. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Jaden will end the stream pretty soon. So again, we will fade to darkness. I'll stream Wednesday night, I guess. Again, big game. If they lose that one, they're pretty much done. If they win, though, they're right back in a crucial game, pivotal game against the Rangers.
Yeah, I don't know if I can be on. I can't keep watching this shit. This is so bad.
Don might have to take a break here, so we'll see.
I may just have to. It's getting too. It's too much. I literally. It's not even about me. It's about all of you guys. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? We're halfway to a Ralph Kruger. No.
Yeah.
We're a little under halfway to a Ralph Kruger. We're getting close, though. Thank God. Thank God. But, yep, Jaden, any moment now. Any moment. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad, folks.
Brutal loss.
There's no room for a rant. I'm done. Don and Cal make watching the Sabres better. Oh, thanks, Sawyer.
Appreciate it,
man.